Wings Considered is brought to you by pets. What's in that space crate? Why, it's cram-packed with loads and loads of fuzzy-friendly pets. Now, here's Ben and Jason.
I wasn't sure if it ever
Somebody wanted to take over microphone turning on duties.
I thought I don't know. I thought it had gone on and off, and then I don't know.
Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of All Wings Considered, the first, best, and only Wing Commander streaming show airing weekly here on YouTube.
And this is our special NFL draft episode. We're just going to focus all on the NFL tonight. We're not going to talk Wing Commander at all. This is a surprise I'm pulling on you right at this second.
Okay.
All right, then.
So,
with that,
my first question.
Yes,
what does the N stand for?
National?
Interesting. 2 follow-ups, if I may.
Anyway, sir.
How was your week?
It's been all right. It's been a good week, I guess. It's been wonderful down here. Beautiful outside.
It's for the pollen. Today's like Maryland's super pollen day, and I'm dying.
I am thankfully blessed to not have allergies, so it's okay.
I didn't used to have allergies, and then I moved across the country, and I absorbed the allergy powers that everyone has in Austin and then California. And then I came back here to where I was born, and I should be immune because I've eaten local honey and cows and whatever, but no, I'm dying.
That's awful. That happens to some people. I thought that was going to happen to me, and thankfully it hasn't. I'm very happy it has not. Both my parents are unblessed by that option, and I'm not good.
I'm so pleased for you.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, first up this week,
yes.
Let's just go over to the slideshow because we've got media and multimedia and a third omnimedia.
I didn't even know that.
Media after that? No, it's just regular media. Okay.
It's multis.
Anyway, see whoosh now.
Whoosh. Sound effects in progress. One day we'll record that fancy and look at it.
I don't think we can ever record that fancy. I
figure there's something we can do. Oh my god, I've never seen you do that with OBS.
That's because I learned to do it today.
Wow.
It actually makes life easier.
This is insane. You don't know what I've got. Things have changed. So what's been going on?
Well, first of all, happy Easter to everybody who is a person who celebrates Easter. Chris over at WC News.
Yep.
Which is here. Chris here at WC News tried to do Wing Commander eggs, which he does every year, and unfortunately, apparently they make them with the wax cheap now, so the kids these days don't know the joy of putting an egg in dye and then seeing a rough crayon drawing appear. So
and then making all of them turn brown because they try to make cool colors, and they don't realize that when you add every color together, it just creates brown.
So
like all of us have done.
I'm going to replace that with the traditional Wing Commander Easter egg, and you know what's coming. Unless you don't.
I do not. What is
coming?
The very famous Steltec
egg of death.
Yes, watch out for it.
It's
coming to get you.
It's a nice shiny render of the...
That is a very beautiful render.
Source model for the egg of death. And
the egg of death from the Steltec.
That's what it looks like up close. So happy Easter from the Steltec.
Yes, spoiler for the end of Privateer.
As the progenitor species in the Wing Commander universe, I'm sure they installed Jesus here in some way. Yeah. I don't know Christian theology, but I assume that's how it works.
Yeah, they showed up on Mars, so I guess we can assume that that's what they did otherwise, right?
Yeah, the movie material suggests that they were the ones that built the Scylla.
Oh.
So,
hey.
If you ever wanted some more overarching lore about the Steltec that no one asked for,
that's right.
There you go.
But you'll have to wait for the complete breakdown in the Ancient Race episode coming later when we get to the Man-2.
We should do a first one. That's one
of the ideas I think we have wrten down before. Michael, I don't know if we ever wrote it down before, but that's one of those other episodes we'll have to do someday.
Yes, next week we'll talk about the first ones.
We won't.
First one.
No, we have books to talk about next week.
So as you all kindly sang along last week, it was my birthday, and I had I had a great birthday, and I
prepared a birthday slideshow.
I went to the beach. Well, that's one picture. I went to the beach, and it was great.
That's proof that you went to the beach.
That's proof that I went to the beach, and that I have an amazing shirt.
Yes.
So I went to Rehoboth Beach where my mom and I have been going for my birthday forever, and now Allie and I go, and it's great. There's pizza. Excellent. And
And that's an interesting thing, right? Everybody, I think, who lives on a coast has their own version of beach pizza.
Yeah, everybody has their one.
Yes, so is your beach pizza a square or round version?
Round, because I'm not a savage.
Interesting. Up north in New England, there tend to be a lot of square beach pizza. That's the popular ones, like Triple E. Yeah.
Here, square is suburban pizza. It's like Lido's. It's the typical Maryland suburban college pizza is square.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Pizzaology.
It's amazing how our two different cultures of bland white guys.
That's right. From New England to the north to the Mid-Atlantic, we got. Yeah.
All right. So to get me off of our screen, I added some more Legos to the monorail. So I found that you can go on Bricklink and. Apparently, every American in the world destroyed their Legos, and the few that don't want like $7,000 for them. But if you buy from a European seller and eat the shipping once, they will. And they all have just perfectly preserved old Lego sets for nice and affordable. That's not how words work, but
that's okay.
So I've added a couple of little spaceships.
It's a food and beverage show.
It is the food and beverage show, but we'll get to that. So I just wanted to share then this one was at the recommendation of our producer Michael, the Star Defender 200.
Watch out now.
And here's like a car thing.
Hey, it's a great truck. We love trucks, like the privateer truck. That's its Lego friend.
This was the other ridiculous thing I did. So I saved up and. For my birthday, I went and bought
a giant brown
it's the huge Millennium Falcon, and I'm going to build it.
No. It's toys. As the box label says, it's it's a giant box. I will vouch for him. It's way heavier than I thought. It weighed 25 pounds when I picked it up. It does not weigh that. It weighs more than that. Was it 37?
37 pounds, I think. It's the largest Lego set, and, if at all possible, live your life in such a way that they treat you with the reverence of someone who's spending a stupid amount of money in a Lego store.
This is like the third time you've mentioned it. It's hilarious.
It's the closest I've ever felt to being like a rich person.
Yes. You've mentioned, yes, it's hilarious. And it is a very large box.
And, Allie and I built the Death Star and almost got divorced over a 3-day weekend. That was like 3,000 pieces. And this is 7,500, so it's going to be
Are you going to start building this like next month when I go away for that 1 week?
Yeah, we'll spend that week doing it.
There you can have it be part of the show on the...
very week. Slowly.
Yes. It's going to be interesting for them to
Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. I keep my phone here in case there's an emergency for my wife or something, and nobody else ever texts me, but...
That's right.
As a notification for Animal Crossing.
Oh, all right.
But the other thing, really, and I'm sorry to harp on my own birthday because that's not very interesting.
Hey,
but this part is...
It's part of the small talk, I guess when we get to my birthday... Well, I guess we won't talk about it because it's right around the time of the CIC birthday, so they blend together.
That's weirdly depressing.
Anyway, not much happens in August. It's okay.
Anyway, my friend Disco Lando made this animation, and it's ridiculous, and you'll see why it's Wing Commander related immediately. So I will share that with you now. That was ridiculous, but...
So wait till I turn on the microphone. No, you're good.
You're doing a great job with microphones today. You're absolutely going to keep your microphone job.
I was trying to do another thing. Jesus.
Thank you. I feel absolutely loved and full of anger and hate for you. So
It was a great thing. He did it.
Yeah, it was very impressive. Thank you.
Most
and
impressive.
We should also thank Wickstrom, who actually did the pixel art for that. And he's fantastic. When I had surgery a couple years ago and I was feeling pretty down, he made that pixel art version of me, and it just absolutely lifted my spirit. Again, live your life in such a way that someone out there makes you a Wing Commander style picture portrait of you. It was so cool. But anyway,
why wouldn't that make your day? That was a great thing, right?
So I'm gonna jump back to small talk actually for a minute, just so.
Oh, all right.
Because so we have some small additions to the show. First one is our.
Oh, all right. I was like,
I keep getting suggested on Amazon, which is a actual flight log. So at the end of the episode, we're gonna like
we've tried
log
to
the episode and our missions.
Because we should have made clear this is our 10th episode.
Oh yeah, 10th episode.
Huge milestone. So we're
if
gonna
we
start
plan,
with that.
We could add like the origin fireworks.
I'm glad we remembered that now because we had been talking about that previously. But because we were looking at this and it has a lot of spreadsheet beautiful-esque options, and we're not going to use a single damn one of those. We're going to write some basic information and then
not make us still sketch.
And then Lofa's going to make.
You know what kind of an artist I am, so
it's going to be because there's like just to make clear to everybody. Oops, which end am I showing? I can't even tell. This end, yes, I guess it is. There's a lot of options, a lot of spreadsheet.
I do like spreadsheet. In fact, we're going to see a spreadsheet in a minute.
Yes, but
now you all. So other than a spreadsheet, what are we going to do this week anyway?
Oh, that's right. We're doing this. We've also added a thing where we tell you at the top of the show what we're going to do in the show this week.
That was more transparency than we needed, to be honest with you.
Well, I just thought, because, this week we'll test fly our third Privateer 2 ship, the Skeksis, which we're going to pronounce that way. We'll play the final Camadon series of Special Operations 2.
That's true. Finally going to fly that damn Morningstar.
That's right. And then we're going to have a brand new food segment that we are... Well, we're curious.
This is going to be a beautiful
This is going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing we do. It's going to be interesting. All of us are... Actually, it's going to be like a strange Christmas where, your parents have been replaced by people that don't know what you want and just fill your stocking with random stuff.
So, a couple weeks ago when we did End Run Book Club, we promised that we would try a real MRE. The military rations that self-heat.
Yes.
So we're going to do that with our very first food segment on the show.
Yes.
And we're going to be joined by Allie. She's going to come in later, and we've each picked out an MRE to try. So look forward to that. We also are officially going from being a 2-camera show to being a 3-camera show. I now have a third camera over here that's going to look down as we get our MREs out, or however it works. We'll find out.
It's like the cargo bay's security camera or something wants to call it. We'll have to come up with a good name for it.
All right, back to crazy media. Whoosh.
Oh, whoosh. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. It was a good pre-cocktail today.
All right, now another one that's similarly hard to explain in the same way as Jared's video is I got a wonderful email from an old friend, Azadama, who was a big Star Citizen fan, and we would interact all the time. And he makes these photoshops that it's hard to explain these things. But they're such full of like spirit and energy, and he's just a good guy. And he made a couple of these for our show that I wanted to share with the world. And if anybody from the Wing Commander community remembers Herd of the Tiger, way back when, he was another similarly like just really good-hearted fan who made cool things and did this same kind of like Photoshop page. Anyway, let me show these to you, and I can't really explain them, but they're wonderful. I love them, and they absolutely made my day when they came in. So, with that lead up. See, I'm in there, and you're in there. Allie is in there. A lot of the stuff we like, our call signs are in there. The name of our website, it's neat.
Yep.
This is perfect for this segment.
The Afterburner.
Mm-hmm. I can't explain this one, but I like it. Am I Sonic? Or
there's a lot going on. I don't know what you're doing.
And totally blinged out rapier. So.
Just looking deep.
You're going to get used to this stuff. It's great.
Apparently so, sir. Apparently so.
So thank you. You are a good egg, sir.
Oh, it's the egg spectacular this week.
Here, do your
Keeping
one.
it culinary.
You know, I asked last week for this.
Oh, yes, you wanted explanation.
I wanted to see the UI of your
game. And then I had to cheat in the end because the beta ended before I thought it did, so I had to look at YouTube videos of it. So last week you asked for, this week I have delivered. So Steel Division 2 had its third beta phase last weekend, which I, of course, was enjoying quite a bit. And Ben asked, well, what does the user interface look in this? Because typically he just, it's just a picture with nothing else. So this starts to show it where it has, your classic mini map, your options, a kind of build menu. And one of the things I really enjoy about this, it has a dynamic front line. Which kind of responds to units on the map, or it kind of leads you to where holes are and things like that. So you can kind of use it to your great advantage at times. But this one I was silly and forgot to get the YouTube controls out of the way, so they kind of block things. What are you doing over there?
Oh, I was just sitting my panel over here. It's fine.
And then there's the next slide is just more of that from further away to give you an idea of how it works. So I usually play it about that zoom out where you have all the icons instead of looking real close. And then I have shamelessly borrowed with no intent of returning pictures that other people did that are way better framing than what I did last week.
I'll let you in on a secret of video game marketing. That's what they want.
Well, that's what I will do from now on, because I am not as good at this. Where here we have some, I believe those are Soviet flamethrowers, making a Panzer III's day very unpleasant. That's just a great framing of a plane crashing through a burnt-out barn building. I like this picture because you can see the troops, they respond to walking through the river, so they're holding their rifles above their heads, and then they go back to holding them normal, which I didn't realize they did until I saw that picture, which I thought was a really cool and kind of unnecessary detail, but
that's nothing. My Little Green Army Men did that back in the 80s.
Oh, there you go. Well, yep, you got a nice exploding bridge in the background, and I think there's one more, right? Yep. And that's just a lot of tanks having a very bad day, and then a plane crashing. So I think, right? Was there one more, or is that it?
That's it, but...
Nope, that is it. All right, excellent. But yeah, Steel Division 2, if you enjoy the Second World War on the Eastern Front, or real-time strategy games, it's one that I would highly consider picking up. I already paid for it, so...
You heard it here first. Highly consider it.
Highly considered. I don't want to firmly, push them on anything. We're not that type of show. We don't believe in peer pressure unless it's Wing Commander. Wing Commander, I'll tell you, buy it right now or you're a jerk.
I have to assume that any of the dozen or so people who are watching the show already have Wing Commander. And if not, they made a terrible decision
somehow
in their YouTube searching.
Sometimes their YouTube suggestions have gotten very confused. They were actually looking for an in-depth program about the Indian Wing Commander.
Nope, and not talking about him.
He is not mentioned on our program.
This man, I'm full of love in my heart. There are a couple people who get my absolute disdain. One, the Indian Wing Commander who's taken over social media. Two, Wing Commander the horse, the racing horse from the 1900s that also ruins my day when I'm searching eBay. And it's just those two.
Well, then, at least, it's focused. It's focused.
Meanwhile, in actual news...
Oh, yes. What do we got?
It's Lord British. He's back.
Hey!
Richard Garriott is throwing his support to the Kickstarter for Nox Archaeist, which is an Ultima-inspired, Ultima-styled role-playing game built for the Apple II. So it's modern programmers programming in assembly a new Ultima-style game for the Apple II. And since Richard owns the actual rights to the Lord British character, he doesn't own the Ultima IP, but he owns his Lord British character, he can send it to another game to support it, and what a perfect synergy that is. They're launching in a couple days, and that's going to be cool.
Yes.
And speaking of Kickstarters, we have heard a rumor that
hot rumor
George Oldzier is in the early planning stages for the next volume of the Wing Commander album, so stay tuned for that.
Interesting.
And here's something that I totally missed. I happened to see it mentioned on social media, and I checked it out, and it's actually truer than I had heard. GOG this past month updated 3 of the Wing Commander games, Privateer, Privateer 2, and Wing Commander 3,
Tell
to
me.
support cloud saves.
Oh, play it anywhere.
So if your copy of Privateer is suddenly the same on your laptop and your desktop, that's why. It's thanks to a recent DOSBox update, which adds cloud file sharing to DOSBox.
All right.
So
something you never knew you needed, but now you have.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to ruin this somehow because I'm always editing these save games and. Oh, what happens if I give myself a billion credits and I go to this
and it melts down on your other computer?
Yeah, but I'm sure I will break it, but that's
all right.
Exciting.
That is cool. That's great, because you never know when, you're flying on a long plane trip or something and you want to continue your privateer through the Gemini sector.
And here's another... I'm really segueing these well. Here is another social media find of mine.
Yep.
This was a set of 3D prints that are on sale on eBay from a company called 3 Design Printing, all one word, in the UK. Somebody bought one of them and shared it on Twitter, and I thought it looked fantastic, so I went to their eBay store and saw what else they had was available. So check out this Thunderbolt, and they're big. They're like big prints.
And these are real, not like those weird Indonesian ones we've seen for
No, this is somebody
years,
who's actually 3D printed
years.
These.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Centurion.
Yeah, that's nice. That's good detail.
Yeah, and they're not they're around the $50 mark for the last.
So how big is this again?
It's like foot longish. They're
Jesus.
big. They're big.
It's huge.
Yeah, and a Shrike.
Oh, there you go. That's a very shiny Shrike.
Yeah, no Tree of Pain here.
That is, I like their interesting.
That was a 3D model joke, and that was amazing. Watch later.
Anyways.
And speaking of eBay auctions...
Oh, there you go. What do you have for sale this week?
I have nothing. I have never sold an item on eBay. I'm terrible at collecting because I just give stuff away if I don't want it.
There you go.
But yes, I will be in the poorhouse someday. But we've talked about this before. Our old friend Billy Kane, and his shop name is Billy Joe Kane, is selling odds and ends from Origin, and a couple of the new ones he just added struck me as especially interesting, so I thought I'd share them here.
What we got?
That is a tie-dye shirt, just like the ones I apparently love.
Yeah, that's trying to compete with yours, I'm not going to lie.
This is from the 1991 Origin Picnic, or it's a 7, I think that's 97.
That's cooler than your tie-dye shirt then immediately right there.
I have an even cooler tie-dye shirt that I actually think I bought from him or from somebody that is Wing Commander Prophecy tie-dye shirt. From the dev team. It must have been a tie-dye year at Origin, which I can understand.
Or maybe just one of them loved it and really loved the late 60s.
And the other one he's selling is his jersey for Origin's baseball or softball team, Swing.bat.
Oh, there you go.
How amazing is that?
That's witty.
Yep, so those are the days.
Yep. Yeah.
So those are out there. I try to be really, really strict in my Wing Commander collecting, so I only go after stuff that's very narrowly focused Wing Commander. So
sure.
I don't go and buy other Origin stuff so much. So
that's true. You don't.
But I see that stuff and I go, oh my god, I wish I could break my own rule. But if I did, then the universe would explode.
Yeah, everything would go out the window. It'd be bad, probably, right?
Meanwhile,
in other news, what else we got?
So I talked last week about a little longer-term project I was doing.
Yep.
Where I'm going to go through the Super Nintendo script, the Super Nintendo version of Wing Commander, comparing it to the real. They're all real. The PC version of Wing Commander, and comparing the original script to all the edits that were made for Nintendo, which it turns out is quite a pain to do because you can't just play through it. You have to play through it once with Spirit's alive in this mission, then she's dead, then she gets kills, then she doesn't, then you get kills, then you... So there's all these variables you have to play around with to get them all. So I'm kind of doing them one series at a time, and I did Enyo, and I wanted to share some of my results because they're wonderful.
Yeah, you were very...
I love this stuff.
But you were very frustrated earlier in the week, like, oh, there's no way I can just extract all this?
It doesn't show up in the Super Nintendo stuff is apparently if you're it's not a Capcom game, people do not have that much research into formats and whatever, so you can't just extract it yet. I'm sure somebody will see this. No, I'm not sure anyone will see this. But
help me, someone.
I'm sure HCL will get that someday.
There you go, that's true.
Anyway, here is a comparison of some of the changes. These are the changes for the Enyo system. We have in the PC version, Paladin wants you to take a seat and tilt a glass. Tilt a glass?
Tilt a glass? Oh, hey, sir. Well, you're supposed to... cheers,
Cheers.
There you go, yeah. Thank you, Uncle.
You can't suggest.
Oh.
You can't suggest a Nintendo game in 1992 that anyone drink with a glass.
Uh-oh.
So, it's all glad take a seat and have a chat with old Paladin.
Oh, that's the same thing.
It's just as appealing.
Yeah, come on, have a talk with me.
And since I've been asked this several times on Twitter, I'll just say it here. The aspect ratio you're seeing is the native output of the Super Nintendo, which is it's something like 256 by 244, so it's almost 1:1. What happens is that gets sent to your TV, and then your TV would have stretched to 243. So their native aspect ratio, their faces look thinner. But if you actually played this on the real hardware, it would have been stretched out a little bit more. And actually, the same with the PC. When you grab a screenshot for DOS Wing Commander, it's 320 by 200, and it actually gets stretched downward when you actually see it. Anyway.
Gotcha.
That's all science. So next we have, in the PC version, Blue Devil Squadron, and you wouldn't want the devil in your Super Nintendo game, would you?
No, devil should not belong in my game.
Out, devil, out!
Damn you, exercise those demons!
Blue Angel Squadron has the first patrol, which is just confusing on many levels, since there's a character named Angel. The actual Blue Angels are not a frontline combat squadron.
They did just get new planes that are ridiculously old.
Yep. And most of all, why are we saying there's no devil but there are angels? So we're not like no religion in this game. It's just
only the good stuff.
Only the good part of the Judeo-Christian tradition.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Exercise those demons.
Remember, this is no train sim. If you see the enemy, he'll be out to kill you.
No, he won't.
Remember, this is no train sim. If you see the enemy, he'll be out to destroy you.
Oh no, that sounds so much tamer.
And I figured, this just means you can't say kill, and they search for every mention of kill. But I actually played through a couple of the variations where a spirit is shot down, and it will say she was killed. I guess they can't have you being killed. I don't know. Nintendo would send developers this huge binder of very specific rules at during that era, and this must have fallen afoul of one of them somehow.
That's weird. But I guess we learned earlier, if you commit a murder, you're for the rest of your life labeled a murderer, and that's how you expect.
No one knows what you're talking about.
I know, but
no one is going to put together that was your reaction to an episode of 90210.
Well, it fits with that. You would have. That's all that matters, that you understood it. That's what was important to me. In other news.
And then in this last one, this is an odd one. This is the PC version when he's saying you did a good job. In any case, you flew well out there. I reviewed the mission report from your flight recorder. Versus, in any case, according to your flight recorder, you flew well out there.
What?
My guess is it's just for space. I mean, it's an especially long single screen in the PC one, so maybe it just does not physically fit in this, and it was not so much of a censorship edit as a technical one, but that's my best guess.
Okay.
And that's it for the Enyo system.
All right.
And as we will see, if we get McAuliffe next week, the very first one is removing the word "but." Because Knight says the scimitar has the armor to protect your butt, and can't say butt on the Super Nintendo.
Protect your rear end. All right, then.
And another one of our exciting producer follow-ups from last week.
Yes.
If you remember those, and I know everybody's excited. And this one was fun for me because I got to make a spreadsheet.
Oh, yes, you did.
So it's
important, though.
We kept talking about the privateer skill levels because we noticed that as we looked at the different ships, the different weapons the AI could use are dependent on the skill level. So you might have one missile at skill level 3, and then if you're at skill level 5, they'll have access to a different missile. Yep. So when we noted that 2 weeks in a row, and we kept thinking, what exactly is the skill level list? Because there are a couple different sources for this. There's in the actual Privateer 2 official guide, there's a list of the levels, but it doesn't have their names. And there's all sorts of little odd references to it all around. Like if you have the special edition of Privateer 2, it says skill rating Privateer, and the weird patch they give you. And even more so than that, even more so than that. In the game itself, it will tell you your pilot rating, and it will rate the wingmen as different pilots, but you never actually get the list of, this is number one, this is the best, this is good. So I put it all together. I did a bunch of test flights. I tried different save games to see which is which, and here's all the data together in one exciting spreadsheet.
One beautiful place for us.
Ha!
Which I have to say, the names are interesting because they
interesting.
go through an odd evolution, and then it's like they kind of deviate, and then it goes back to normal at the end.
I wouldn't say the end is to do with Iceman, is it?
Well, that's what I mean. That's where the deviation is, because it's like, I get what they're going for, but no, it's not working. It's not fitting there at all, right?
So basically, Privateer 2 has 12 different skill levels that it ranks you based on. And depending on your skill level, the game gets harder and harder. The AI get access to more things. Yep. It unlocks more ships. It ups the encounter rate for enemy ships and so on. The confusing thing is we knew that there were 12 difficulty levels, and that if you actually are in the game, there are 11 different names. And as I figured this out through trial and error, the first two are both called green, and that's why this didn't sync up before. So your difficulty level, and it's actually kind of nice to know this, because if you can keep to a lower difficulty level, you will not have so many pirates randomly jumping you. Unfortunately, that's hard to do because you very quickly are going to get to at least level 9, Righteous. Basically, it ranks you based on your number of kills, your overall net worth, and where you are in the plot, up to 9. So if you are just starting out and you haven't done anything at all, you're green. And it also takes, of the three of these, the high, whichever one it hits first. So I can't just be poor and kill a bunch of people and stay a low level. Yep. It's going to depend. It's going to take whatever the highest one of these is, and that's my level. So,
gotcha. So it's one of those three variables.
Yeah, and if you keep these in your head, you'll figure out where you are in the game, and kind of how the game is reacting to you, which is a useful thing to know if you're really seriously playing the hundreds of missions in Privateer 2.
Which one day we will do.
Yeah, keep your net worth very low, if at all possible. And in addition to the things we talked about with the ship weapons, these are the other impacts it has on the game. It increases the rate at which the enemy ship's guns fire, ranked right there. It increases the rate at which they can fire missiles. So at the first green levels, enemy ships won't fire missiles at all. I think this is the single biggest issue with Privateer 2 is the ship trigger. When you are at a nav point, if you go to a nav point, and it'll randomly spawn. It's like the original Privateer. There are stats for each one: 5% chance of this, 10% chance of this. So if you go to a nav point and it spawns any number of pirates, so let's say it spawns one Ecantona or something.
Yep.
If I am level 6, it will then spawn up to. Sorry, let me start this again. This is very confusing. So
I get you.
When I go to a nav point, it will spawn X number of ships, with the upper bound for that number decided by your skill level. So if I am level 6, there will be 5 AI ships spawned at any nav point.
Okay.
And there will 5 at all times. So you shoot down a pirate, something else will spawn. It won't always be another pirate. So if you want it to be civilian after civilian, kind of stock it up. But that's why those nav points get so full of pirates if you're at a high skill level, because it's going to have 6 ships at everything, and invariably many of them are going to be pirates. So, and then the other one is the turn rate of the different ships, and there are a couple of specific pirate ships that unlock at levels that I threw in there just to mention. At level 4, the Ecantona and Aesherer, the Cherokee ships unlock, and at level 8, the skull unlocks. So if you're ever playing Privateer, you get to the skull, you start facing skulls very, very quickly. So you really do shoot down the ladder very quickly, and it's just that last one getting to Privateer that's tougher. And if you're ever wondering, you can look at your specific name skill level in your pad, either in flight or on the ground, and there it is. It's your rating. So that's a novice. He has 20 kills, so he's a novice. Yeah, that's a thing you can learn about how Privateer 2 works to help you better in your daily life.
Privateering. Everybody's got to be a privateer these days. Get your letter of marquee somewhere.
And while I was taking this all apart, I found a fantastic quote in the Privateer 2 customer service manual, which you have scanned it up at wcnews.com. And this is a fascinating document, not for any happy reason, but it's because it was generated by the United States-based CS team for Privateer 2, which was very much at odds with the UK-based development team, and they were just bitter that they had to support this. So it's kind of an unpleasant read in parts.
Okay,
but
interesting.
You can see they should have done it this way, which is something everywhere. But I found this great. It's basically the guy that tells the people on the phones what to tell the customers. Oh, they're having problems with this graphics card. Well, here's what you do. The tech support stuff. But invariably, as with today, the people who called in were more than just people whose graphics cards weren't working. They wanted to complain about this problem or demand this and so on. So I liked this one particular one, which is when the complaint is that there are some comms that have a very blurry picture, you should tell them there are several communication pictures which look like this is the guide for the CSR. There are several communication pictures which look like splashes that have no semblance of a person at all. Inform the customer that some of the people's communication systems are damaged, therefore they're unable to transmit clear pictures.
Real life problems.
Yeah, that's not a game mechanic in any way. That's something the customer service team came up with to keep the players in the game universe, and I love it. That's fantastic.
Works. Hey, it works, right?
And the actual answer is that it's just crazy British sci-fi. Some of the ships are supposed to be flown by dolphins and weird aliens, and that's what you're seeing in those pictures. But
okay,
that's what the CS team came up with to.
Those crazy Brits.
Now here's a quickie from AD. Or Ad, as
I call him.
He found a couple of Korean magazines for us. We'll put these up on the CIC in a couple days, but we've got a Wing Commander 1 guide in Korean.
Oh, interesting.
I just love seeing how old magazines are laid out. I can't read any of this, but it's pretty neat. Also, especially because when you take a bunch of magazines from the U.S. or from Europe and you look at them, okay, I see, these are the 10 slides that Origin sent out. But in other countries where it was sub-licensed or licensed, the companies, magazines and stuff with it to grab their own screenshots. So it's a different experience. Here's Wing Commander 3.
Oh, interesting.
And it's interesting seeing how much more detail you get in a review of a game there. It's all the different ships and the characters and introducing what's going on.
There's a lot of spoiler screenshots in there, though, too. There was the Earth death shot in there. I saw Paladin on the asteroid briefing scene in there too.
There's a lot in there, and it's all captured from the game. These are not the nicely slightly higher resolution images Origins PR would send out.
Yep.
And here's Wing Commander 4, the ship guide. Here they've taken the ship images from the website and they've photoshopped them a little bit. And what comes after Wing Commander? Prophecy. Oh no! This is Prophecy here.
I guess
that's the last one. I missed the first page of Prophecy.
It's a few pages, not much. That's 4. Yep.
It's skipping pages. That's why I put too many images.
Oh no! You broke the old OBS, sir.
I broke OBS.
You learned one thing and expanding. That's amazing that you learned how to expand the bottom. That truly must be life changing.
I'm not gonna lie, it felt good.
I'm sure it did. Oh goodness.
So, in addition to those Korean magazines, he also has found for us the Wing Commander 1 introduction dubbed in Korean. Wing Commander 3 intro flicks dubbed in Korean, which I'm not going to play right here, but we will play during the food segment later, because we have to cook the food for like 10 minutes or something, and nobody wants to watch water boil, even if it's futuristic. So.
Yeah, no, we'll need that time to work our magic, like, when they take here's our fully cooked chicken out of the oven! We'll be doing that stuff.
Yeah. So, that was some Korean magazines, and we'll be watching Wing Commander 3 in Korean in a little bit.
That was a big market tease, baby.
Stay tuned for that.
Market
We're not going to lose any viewers now.
If you're here, you're already stuck here. You're not going anywhere. What are you lying about?
So another thing we promised last week, somebody had asked us about how the Valencia lands, because it's got that
the ridiculous
dongle under it.
Keel beam, whatever the hell. Yeah.
And I said, the privateer landing sequences are insane. Let's share them next week, and that's what we're going to do right now. There are 9 of these. They're each really short, but they're so bleeping cool.
There's one way to put them. They are
These
different.
are amazing, and I wish I knew more about them. I wish we had access to these 3D models, because for 9 different planets, they rendered these insanely detailed worlds, especially for 1995-96.
Yeah.
Insanely detailed worlds that add so much texture to the game in a couple of frames of animation, and luckily for 7 of these, we actually have high-resolution versions from source material. So just watch. This is and her. This is the first, the kind of most boring of the planets. The first one. Just play with this.
No,
Here.
it's not quite.
All the landing things have these just crazy, weird structures you fly into. Here's Bex, which we'll be talking about in just a little bit, which is the farming planet where the beer religion is from. If you missed the promo this week, we're going to be taking a quick look at that in just a moment.
You should watch the promo every week. We spend a lot of time being there.
Yes, if you've ever... couldn't you see the ship like being on a rail so that... Anyway.
No, I got you. So it's landing like a basket, like when you take a boat out of the water, like one of those big sailboats, and they have to be with all the angles holding it up.
Here's Cryos, the hospital planet. By the way, of all the domain names I've ever bought, one of the proudest names is grabbing Cryos.com, the email service from Cryos.com. But the one I'm most proud of is I have WCMovie.com, which was the original movie website for the Wing Commander movie. I bought it about a year ago, and hooray! So I can recreate that website someday. Here's Hephaestus, the luxury planet, red basket of the Tri-System. You go on a crazy tour. You wish we could access these files and look around in these environments.
Let's see what is going on.
I want this in VR.
This looked out.
Like, yeah, you fly through your puddles. You can see it suspends your ship right there, I guess.
Yep.
Kind of like a simulated water landing. It's 80s. This is one we don't have in high resolution, but it's super cool. This is the CIS military prison planet. And this UI, the UI is so cool. Why isn't that anywhere else? I love it.
Oh, it's
Yeah, it'll auto-targets everything with these brackets, and there's like a 3D surface view down there. It's beautiful. Hermes, the industrial planet. This one has like a weird energy beam you get sucked into, and it's literally pulling you down vertically. And then you go in a tube.
where then it has a cradle.
Like arms, yeah.
Yeah, so it's cradling it, so your ship never needs to extend any platforms, looks like.
Is Janus 4 the government planet? This is a famous privateer screenshot.
Yeah.
Screenshot, by the way. And what a weird planet, by the way. None of the systems in Privateer 2 are named Janus.
Yeah.
This is all underwater, I think. It's supposed to be underwater right now.
Are you sure? Is it underwater or is that a shield?
I'm not sure.
Because thinking about Rogue One, it reminded me of Scarif a bit. You know, how you went through the portal to get through it at the start?
That's a good point.
That, like, whirlpool, I guess?
Here's Karaticus, the moon planet.
And stuff.
I would love that Trapper Keeper.
You definitely would.
In fact, I have a Wing Commander 3 Trapper Keeper.
You've never shown me that.
No?
Oh, jeez. We'll
Guess we're not as good friends as you thought.
I guess not.
And finally, this is the endgame landing scene aboard Kronos' ship, which is also called Kronos. So unfortunately, it's not as high resolution, but again, it's so cool. And you can see all the other little ships flying around. It's so cool. Whatever you think about Privateer 2, you have to admit that was cool.
They're definitely very, very unique and detailed.
They are. Yeah. And you're probably thinking, I've had enough Privateer 2.
No, you haven't.
No, you haven't.
Not this show.
Not this show.
No.
So another request we had on Discord was to talk about Brian Blessed in Privateer 2.
Yes.
And if you know who Brian Blessed is, you're really excited now. And if you don't, he's amazing. You know, everybody on the internet is currently like super, super horny for Tim Curry. Like the Red Alert 2 space thing.
Okay.
That could share it everywhere.
Oh, why? When he's
when he's like the Russian general, like space.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently,
he's like the pale American imitation of this amazing man. He's a British character actor, and he's just a genuine character. And if you're into sci-fi stuff, you probably know him as either Hawkman from Flash Gordon or Boss Nass from Phantom Menace.
Yeah. Surprised our show didn't get shut down for showing that picture for 1 second. I thought that would have been too much. Oh no, stream's done.
And he, like many amazing European character actors, he was in Privateer 2.
Yep. Yeah. Everybody owed a favor.
So one thing a lot of people who have played through Privateer 2 don't even realize is there's about a dozen different cinematic missions that you are assigned totally randomly. They only happen when you are flying around doing nothing, and you get a message about them separate from the messages where it's like, oh, SOS. They're cinematic SOSs. They'll happen randomly, and they'll have the bulk of the video in the game. Probably half of it is these missions. And they are also totally dependent on which CD you happen to have in the drive. And the plot ends on the end of CD 2. So there's often never even a point to put in CD 3 and see what, you don't even know you should be doing this to check out these other missions. But they're out there, and each one usually surrounds some particular character. So there'll be some fixer, it'll be like Lev's girlfriend, who is the lady from Star Crash, or... I'm blanking on who else. There's the Bill Maddox one where he's deaf and you have to scream at him, but then you get a laser. Anyway,
yeah, they're different.
Certainly, the strangest of these is Brian Blessed's set of missions. Yeah, specifically because it's not even a mission per se. This is the only Wing Commander mission that involves no actual flying.
Yes, it just going back and forth.
So, Privateer 2, one of the crazy things about the lore, this is why this is all Wings considered, guys, is that on the planet Bex there is a beer themed religion. So we actually made ourselves Bex beer today.
Yes, we have Bex
fancy
beer
prop. Your tax dollars are going to.
That's right.
So we what was I saying? Anyway, the idea is this...
you're getting into character for Uncle.
Yes, his name is Uncle Kashumai.
Yep.
Uncle Velvin Kashumai, according to the BBS database. But basically, the planet Bex has this beer-themed religion, the Avuncular Order of Home, HOM, which is the name of the star system. And in the backstory lore, it came about. It was an evolution of humanism that which is his idea of humans are important rather than some overarching deity. But anyway, it's a beer-themed religion, and it's wonderful, especially when you're like 22 and into this sort of thing.
It's interesting. It's a trip.
Like many things in Privateer 2, it's purely... It's very British sci-fi. It's
yes, it is. It's
totally Doctor Who, and I don't mean current Doctor Who. It's very, very, very...
Yes.
Very British, and I love that, and a lot of people don't. So there's this crazy space religion with Brian Blessed as he runs the Museum of Home. He's their uncle, which is it's another one of those things where uncle is what you say for the religion's father, and he calls you nephew. That's what that was doing in the promo.
Yes.
Anyway, this mission is played entirely with cutscenes. He calls for your help. You go to the planet. He talks to you. He tells you to go to a bar and bid on an auction. I tried yesterday to get a save game so we could actually play through this. I did not get the mission to trigger. I flew around for hours and hours and hours.
No.
At one point, I was even leaving my ship with the SOS transponder on, and I would go out there for 20 minutes, and I would come back and see what it caught, but nothing. So I couldn't get an actual save game. But since there's no flying involved, we can actually simulate this just for the videos. So we're going to share the videos and show you how it would have played. So you get called to Bex, and you go to the Museum of Home, and you're going to meet this guy.
the matter, Uncle?
Oh, nephew, the heart of the things that we had here, the soul of them has been stolen! Taken by heartless infidels! Doubtless to be sold for filthy lucre!
What was this exactly?
A small and exquisitely made image of the Lord of the Brews in his aspect as taster. The holy cup in one hand is how raised in blessing. Oh, a thing of great beauty of history, which our people have cherished for a millennia. And now, all gone. We would do anything to get it back. Anything.
How much anything?
Quite a lot. 10th at least.
I think Lev is into it.
Despoiling infidels.
He gets it.
You got their names, did you?
Oh, yes, indeed. Bray, Ronnie or Reggie.
No, I think this is a normal religion. So we go and talk to him, and he wants us to get this artifact, the Blessed Mother Brews statue. And the way you unlock the next part of the mission is you go back to the database, and you have to scroll through for the names he mentioned, Rani and Raji. The Brays, Ronnie and Reggie Bray. And after you do that, you get you will find out that they hang out at this particular bar on Bex. So you go off to this bar where you find this fellow. Oh, hello. By the way, that thing, apparently he did that before the Phantom Menace? It's just a thing he does?
Yeah,
he rolls?
Yeah, that's his go-to. I think that's his go-to, like, crutch move. I guess it's how he signs all his characters.
So this is Alberto Fossa, if you want to look him up in the private database.
Quite a place, isn't it?
You have a gift for understating this.
British is so
Fossa, Alberto Fossa.
I feel like I've fallen into a Caprat's hole.
Yes, the best.
Yeah, I tolerate because it's Wing Commander, but otherwise I'm liking that. I didn't know he grabbed
where it came from. It's not.
And you, Sir Fossa,
I grew up
what did you
staying
collect?
up till
Opportunities. I've just come by a nice, shiny new one.
If you can stay up till midnight.
There's about to be a private
Red
auction
Dwarf.
of something rather special.
This is such a mix.
A couple of business associates have just acquired a small piece of religious art. They're about to sell it off. I don't think they know how special it is, and if I turned up at the auction, it might tip them off.
Well, it sounds to me like you need someone to act for you, someone who doesn't usually turn up at auctions.
There would be more than adequate remuneration in it for the agent. Are you interested?
How adequate?
5,000 or so. All you would need to do is bid on my behalf.
So he also wants you to get this artifact, and he'll pay you 5,000 credits for it, which immediately, that's less money than the other one. Why would you ever do this? But you can say yes or no. Here's yes.
Well, there's nothing pressing.
You're a scumbag.
And one can only look at so many pictures.
Yeah, got people who's scumbag and an idiot.
Very well.
Skidiot.
The auction will be in here later.
Very rare skidiot.
How high do you want me to bid?
What? Who would want to piss
No
off
limit.
Brian Blessed?
You'll find it.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't want to
I'll
see
pick the
that.
act
He's a
up
very,
to you after
he's
the
a very
auction.
jolly monk.
The holy brewer
But I
is
feel like if you take away his
mesmerizing.
booze, he's not going to be as friendly. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
And if you say no,
What's interesting is the very little amount of effort
No matter how
you
many
have to
noughts
do
are
to
attached to
actually
the logo.
complete this mission now. It's really just time of you sitting there and watching the watching the videos.
and there's some strange implicit choices. Like you're physically saying yes or no to this.
Yep.
But this is not saying yes or no to the mission, because you've already automatically accepted it because you went to talk to the
uncle.
Yeah, the uncle.
Yeah.
And you can say yes or no there, but that only matters if you return to him. You basically, whichever one you come back to first will be the one you give to. So next there's the auction.
Which is this is so weird.
Again, which happens on Bex. You don't have to fly anywhere.
Yeah, you're just clicking back and forth between the two locations.
Into what?
Word gets around. Let's see what the bidding's
Who the
about.
hell are these guys? Like, what do they want a statue? And what's with the guy, the FBI guy? Somebody's out of place.
We don't recognize you.
That's right.
You'll recognize the colour of my credits soon enough.
I should have brought it back.
Let's have a look.
It's the Holy Hand of Antioch.
Not the original. An early copy, innit?
It's also the thing from Pulp Fiction.
Oh, the only thing that's
Yeah, they're all looking at it and they're amazed.
Start a
You
bit.
never see it.
Yeah.
5,
Be
You see
serious.
the holy hand grenade? And
Right, your
the only
legs.
thing in a box.
15,
Better.
20,
30,
35,
40,
42,
100.
100 crates for this piece of piss.
It's also not really an exciting.
I like
auction,
art.
though. You don't have to do anything.
It costs 100 credits, by the way, which is actually simulated
Any other
in. They will take 100 credits out of your account.
No, watch out now, especially when you're at the at the level to get this mission.
You
right?
confirm
probably have
payment.
100 to spare, right? By a few 100,000.
Good. Good night, Says.
So now you have this implicit, and it's not explicit choice. You can either take it back, if you said yes to Alberto Fossa, you can take it back to him,
Yep.
or you can take it back to Brian Blessed. So here's the bad option where you get 5,000 credits.
This is if you're a scumbag idiot. This is your option. Because why else would you do this?
You did a good job there.
Who knows what he
I
wants?
didn't spend too
The
much.
sweetest Beck's beer he's ever had.
You'll find your account's been credited with the amount we agreed. Thank you again.
And last but not least, here's the good ending. If you take it back to
This is a treat.
the beer religion.
It's a treat.
This is a good one. It's all leading up to this.
Yes. To this. That is good.
My nephew! How can I help you?
Uncle, I think
What's
this belongs to you.
I got your egg.
The Holy One! The image of the maker of malts!
Not an early copy.
The original! May the thieves thirst forever! Yes! But my nephew, how did you come by this thing? Honestly, I hope.
I think we better let that fall by the wayside for the moment.
No matter. The holy brew of the Great One washes all memory free, especially the inconvenient ones. But my nephew, you must allow the avuncular order to say thank you.
Well, think nothing of it.
But you must! Otherwise, in the next world, the Holy One will withhold the divine brew from us. Would 10,000 be adequate?
10's a nice round number, but I wouldn't want to be greedy.
Greed is in the heart, not in the credit account. Suppose it 20 and suppose it done. And come and have a beer!
Now you mention it, I am a little dry.
Come on, this way!
Shout out to Clive Owen for what a job in Privateer 2 he does.
Yeah. It's a treat.
So yeah, and that's why I say I think he recognizes that religion is just a normal part of their life because he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to accept payment. He's like, Father, of course not, Father, Uncle.
I will be noble here and give you your holy hand grenade of Antioch.
So with that,
yes,
let's just go to our space news. Another short week in space news this week. Terrible. I wish I could blame myself if I had a teleprompter or something, but it's off the cuff.
It's coming right off the dome. You're just overwhelmed by seeing yourself on the big screen as Uncle.
So Defiance Industries has yet another absolutely beautiful 3D model for the community. The F-104 Bearcat Heavy Fighter. Yeah. And here are a couple of renders of that. You can access all this on the forums where such things are stored.
Yep. Another great ship joining the arsenal.
And our second ridiculous story, which I'm including just because it was actually posted at WCNews.com. Matthew Lillard has lost control of his Instagram. That's right. The guy who played Maniac in the Wing Commander movie has lost control of his Instagram.
Also the guy who plays that other guy in Halt to Catch Fire. I don't even know his name in Halt to Catch Fire. He's just there.
Apparently, Matthew Lillard lost his Instagram and thought he was hacked, but it turned out he didn't know his password, and that's what passes for news in 2019.
You are not the brightest.
Finally, the absolutely beautiful Wing Commander Prophecy and Secret Ops... Wing Commander Prophecy and Secret Ops model upgrade project has posted an update with some of the promises for content we're going to be seeing shortly.
Yep.
It's very base focused. It's going to have the Dula 7, the Cruise Liner, the Wing Commander Prophecy starbases, and the Hydra and the Kraken Nephilim ships. And here are a couple of the teaser images that we had at the news. Yes. But they don't have a release date yet, but they are aiming for a May launch. So
all right,
stay tuned. And this is a project to update Wing Commander Prophecy and Wing Commander Secret Ops to more modern graphical standards, and it's beautiful. They're doing it very like one ship at a time, perfectly polishing it, and it's
it'll be great to dive into that later when we have a chance. When they get a lot of it done, we can start exploring that too. Since
we can load that up the next time they have an update.
Yeah, we'll get to Prophecy one day, but first we're gonna get all the early ones. Then we'll dive.
So this has been a Privateer 2 heavy episode.
Yes.
We do have our Privateer 2 ship of the month to do also, but I figured
week and a month. I wish it was once a month. Look at you. Yeah, right.
But before we do that, I figured we would jump to back to Special Operations 2 and take on.
All right. You want to put?
I'm going to swap it up.
You're going to swap. You know what?
Just to give us some variety.
I think you're right because we are definitely very Privateer 2 heavy.
Very Priv 2. I love Privateer 2. Not everyone does.
No. Now we're.
I'm the guy who insists your children have whatever.
You're the guy who invented a song for the ships, right? That's forever your mark.
You have no idea how many songs I have about ships.
Oh my goodness. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we return to Special Operations 2, where Maniac has been, given a squadron for some disturbing reason, and now, are we...
Who's Blair? I bet you Blair.
I'm Blair, you were Blair, all right.
Yes.
All right. Let's get ready. Have you had any luck tracking down as rock yet, Plowden? I don't know. I don't know.
So far, did you hear about the hijacked turret freighters, laddie?
That's all I've been hearing about lately. Freighters. Well, I must have taken the blame for all of Jazz Coulson's crimes.
Jazz Coulson is more than just a fighter. He's a skilled professional spy as well as an ice fighter pilot. Nope, too Irish.
Yeah, I was say, what are you doing?
I don't know. And now he's a Mandarin hero. No, he's a Mandarin hero. He's just all over of anger and frustration. I don't know what I'm doing, man.
Yeah, it's a tough night.
Just because some of it has been unfairly directed at you didn't mean it's your fault.
I had him in... You made me do it. I had him in my targeting sights, James. And I let him live. If that was a mistake, all I want is a chance to put it right.
I wager you cross paths with Jez Coulson again, Chris.
First name basis. What makes you say that? Do you know something about the hijackings that I don't?
Nothing that you probably won't know before long, laddie.
Well, thanks for the tease.
All right.
It's going to be a tough voice acting.
Colonel
right?
Devereaux's office. The Mandarins have offered us a deal, Chris. They want to trade the crews of the hijacked Terran freighters for 3 Mandarins currently in prison. We can only have a single fighter at the exchange point, or the deal is off. The Admiral wants you to fly that fighter, Maverick.
Confederation can't be serious about accepting these conditions. Has High Command really approved the release of 3 Mandarins?
Maverick, we have all the information we need from them. They are of no further use to us.
Is there any particular reason you want me to fly this mission, Angel?
Intelligence reports indicate a high probability that Jazz Coulson will be at the exchange site.
So I'm the bait to attract him.
The Admiral believes you are the only pilot from the Concordia, with a good chance of defeating Jazz in single combat. So obviously they're going to give us a nice beefy fighter, right? Broadsword for you on the flight deck, Colonel. Dismissed.
Son of a bitch, Angel!
There's going to be a dogfight. Here's your bomber.
Why? What kind of mate is this? Is this because I forgot dinner last night? God. Angel.
All right. World War II is going to end because the top German aces agreed to have a single dogfight.
That's right, against a B-17.
Get your B-17.
That's right. With just yourself and automated turrets. And then, oh yeah, by the way, you're going to have a C-47 escorting.
We're going to the Iguana, and our ship is the Coatmain. Iguana is a kind of lizardy guy, of course.
Sure.
A Coatmain is nothing. There are no results for the word Coatmain anywhere.
Why do I feel like they took like the weird part of the back of a coat and just used the wrong word? Like, you know, like on a tuxedo, right? Well, this doesn't look good. Why are there people shooting at you at a hostage exchange? This appears to be wrong.
Now it's the Kilrathi attacking.
Oh, no. Good thing they put you in that broadsword. Whew. That makes sense. Yep. Nothing like a whole bunch of crappy fighters to annoy you for a few moments. I guess this is why they gave you the broadsword, because they just wanted to have 300 people shoot at you for a few moments. Oh. There you go. There you go. You define that groove.
Oops.
Uh-oh, we got a Rolotha.
Good thing I'm in a broadsword, huh?
Whew! Close call there, sir.
Somebody knew what they were doing.
Good luck.
Oh, no. We lost the transport.
Well, I can't save them all. Gotta love this torpedo run. Oh, hello. Just slowly cruising in, and this destroyer not doing a whole lot of evasive maneuvers. It's actually crossed its own T now. Oh, and that was a horrible AMG shot. Ah, crapoli. Oh, that was that. You know what? That was like, you're getting a little too aggressive and ballsy here. Let me just put you back in your place.
I'm gonna be honest. That was mostly intentional because I did not want to have to lose the transport. So.
I see. Sure, Colonel. Yeah, you're probably lying. Probably lying.
Any questions from the audience today? There's an audience.
Nope. Not so far. If you have questions, please consider sending them in, and we will answer them during the flight portion of the program. Whereas we have long discovered, it always helps to have another conversation going on. Otherwise, we're just watching and waiting for the next bit of action to happen. Right? Well, if there's no questions, let's see. What else can we talk about? This week, Ben let me borrow all the new Darth Vader comics. Those were interesting. Those were a cool read. I'm not a normal comic book person, but those were fun. It's interesting to see what they've done with that. You guys aren't helping me out there, but I appreciate it. Look at him sliding around. Nope. At least that missile came back to save the day for you. Guess we got one more jerk. I think he's way out there. He's way the hell out there.
Yeah, is he running? Is that...
I don't know.
Where's the transport, though? Is he...
The transport... Oh, it's... I think that? Or no, I don't know what the hell that is.
This thing jazzing at the transport? Is that what's killing it?
I don't know. No, the transport's not behind you. I don't know. I think it was that far away. Yes, he got his comics back in mint condition. Actually, he gave them to me inside the plastic sleeves with the cardboard. So yes, there's between. Yes, there are a multitude that we will eventually cover in terms of Wing Commander spacecraft and real world aircraft. Things like the Thunderbolt, Devastator. We'll look into all of those. The Vampire, Bearcat. Yep. We'll look at all the cats. Even though the Tiger Shark's a little bit different, we'll try to look at it, I guess, in terms of the Tiger Cat and things like that.
The Arrow.
Yep, the Arrow. I'm trying to think what other ones now. Raptor. That one's actually new now because...
Look at this. They're also using broadswords for their cap.
Because that makes sense. Don't kill yourself by flying the transport at the end. I mean, Jesus.
I really do not like the iguana.
Apparently not. You're not a big lizard guy. Not a big lizard guy.
Lizard or amphibian? I think it must be lizard.
I have no idea.
Okay.
But yeah. Well, I guess now we'll actually be able to do... Well, the Raptor has one now because it's the F-22 Raptor.
Mm-hmm.
So it opens that up for it, even though they have...
No, that can't have been intentional.
No, clearly...
The spaceship came first.
Clearly they were... Yes, exactly.
Welcome back, sir. The one we have to do for the Raptor is the...
Was it Gunstar?
Yeah, the Gunstar.
That's true.
The bridge, Jesus Concordia. Congratulations on a successful change, Colonel.
Yeah, I know we can't... Thank you, sir. I wasn't surprised the Mandarins would renege on their deal. I'll make him a little Forrest Gump. On the way back to the Concordia, Orlath, an entire wing of Dracry tried to destroy the unarmed ship carrying our freighter crews.
It actually had a flak cannon.
That's alright. I nailed 5 of them. Nobody likes know-it-alls. And I brought the hostages home.
The Kilrathi are working very closely with the Mandarins in this sector.
Yeah.
One of the hostages learned something the Mandarins didn't want us to know, hence the attack.
Oh no, are they traitors?
The information was about a high-level Mandarin meeting. We're hoping to intercept more information about this. Anything else to report, Colonel?
No, I'm just sitting here with these awkward pauses. Just one more thing. Jazz Coulson stood us up for this dance, Admiral. Yep, that's all I got to say to you. That is all I have to say to you. The Bearcat always reminded me, actually, of a fighter that should be better.
Okay, I think we got some drama now.
Uh-oh, we don't need no drama.
Talon, crossbones! How are we gonna fly a standard diamond patrol?
Yeah, you do the correct up
Don't report anything unusual. And make me proud of you.
Yes, sir! Today the Kilrathi will learn to fear the name of the Wild Eagle, sir.
5 minutes later, repair deck, TCS Concordia. I love that epi that gets pulled by the thing.
Piece of junk.
Captain Burkhammer? Captain Cole? Why are you setting it up for a flight? Isn't Captain Grimaldi flying a test flight today?
What makes you think that, Chief McCall? I give him a voice.
Because Captain Grimaldi's fighter is on the ship elevator. And she's going to launch in another couple minutes.
But she's not scheduled to fly any missions until tomorrow!
Oh, you're a nerd?
I guess so. He needs a voice. That fighter is fully armed and loaded. Signal alert. We have to stop her. Well, clearly I failed in my alert since she launched the second after I said that.
Oh, no!
Why does everybody put bombs in the exact same place on this Concordia's flight deck?
Especially when you are literally flying a ship with a nuclear bomb.
But sometimes you want to that explosion has to be inside the shields.
You know what, honestly, I could see, yeah, because she needed to take the bomb to the Kilrathi, okay.
Sure, yeah. Because you know what? The Kilrathi really need a nuclear weapon.
The bridge to TCS Concordia.
Because, you know, they don't understand basic atomics somehow, huh?
10 minutes ago, the Morningstar prototype was stolen from the flight deck. We have confirmation from Chief McCullough that the pilot was Captain Grimaldi.
Ah, Grimaldi. Yeah.
Grimaldi apparently set an explosive to cover her escape.
Well, is that what shut down the flight deck?
Crossbones was killed, and Sparks and Talon are in sickbay. Then they got a little bombed.
Oh.
It'll be at least another 15 minutes until the flight deck is operational again.
That's how we have 2 of them. If only they had 6, then they could not worry about that.
As soon as we can launch fighters, you'll go in pursuit of Captain Grimaldi.
Oh, Grimaldi. I don't know why I just like saying that. It just sounds good.
The Morningstar doesn't have enough range to reach the nearest habitable system.
Mm-hmm.
And since the ship is still subject to random jump failure.
Wee bit of an issue, lads.
Grimaldi must be headed for a rendezvous with a nearby Kilrathi ship. Your mission is to recapture or destroy Grimaldi and the Morningstar. Whatever happens, it must not fall into the hands of the enemy.
It's not like you're already in deep crap enough. Like, there was traitors on your ship.
Good hunting, gentlemen.
You know? Like, pilots stole a fighter off your flight deck. I feel like you're in trouble. Oh, hey, look at this.
Pretty cool. Looks like something from Raptor Call of the Shadows.
What a small little cockpit you're in, and what a cool little launch you get.
Yeah, totally different than the old one.
Yep.
Hey, Maverick, remember when I told you this baby had capabilities I couldn't talk about? Well, this ship is equipped with a new type of missile called the Mace. It's a tactical nuke.
There's a nuclear missile in my ship?
Yeah, great, and listen, the best way to use it. So fire it at the enemy squadron when you first see them. I also use my particle cannons to set it off once it's out of range. Just don't aim at anything near you.
I wish I thought you were kidding about this, Todd. Oh, Todd.
So here we are. After all that, we finally have the Morningstar and its Mace missile. And this thing handles like a dream. This is exactly what the Saber wasn't.
Yes. We have some... we got some mines right off the bat. But we'll just blast right through those.
Speed helps with mines.
That's right. We got some spiculum. Spiculum. My mouth doesn't work.
Yeah, there's an easy way to screw that one up. We're not going to do it.
Nope. Some spiculums. Here comes our next victim.
Maniac does not get a unique helmet.
Nope. We got some... Now we up a bit where we go... Just adding one more particle cannon somehow makes it so much better than the Epi. Hey, shut your mouth, Maniac. Chatty Cathy. I just love how everything looks like it's on speed. Everything's flying by so fast.
It's so much faster than other ships.
It's like everything's just cranked out. Jalkies, how are you gonna do with this, huh? Look at that, just like butter. Oh, real armor took a bit of a...
I let one of those for Sartha. Give me too many hits back there, but...
You didn't protect your rear end, eh?
I'm sorry, this is a Super Nintendo game. We can't talk about that sort of thing.
You didn't protect the place where you sit down. And if you were curious, I'm not sure when we'll use the mace missile to start. Dropping decoys. Look at you, Gother. You're nothing now. Absolutely nothing. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Maniac.
Chalk up another one for me. Ooh. Sounding hot and heated out there. Uh-oh. This guy's just wanting to keep turning right inside you. Uh-oh, we've lost a cannon. Weapon destroyed. Computer system hit. It's looking like...
yeah, we might have to retry this one.
This is looking like the Bridge of the Enterprise during the Discovery finale. Just explosions and sparks everywhere. You know, which I have to say, the Federation really should look into that. They seem to have an issue with their panels constantly exploding in battle.
That's across all of their history.
Yeah, I feel like that's a technical detail they've just not really fully addressed ever. Despite all the other noble things they do, they really should get on that. Uh-oh.
I think he just fired his mace.
That's right. And our mornings are also equipped with torpedoes, just in case your nuclear warhead is not enough. Hey, wait! That's Dorcathy! Everybody enjoys destroying transports. There's just something soothing about it.
Well, I missed my mace. I feel badly about that.
All about my mace. Oh, hello! No, you didn't. Unless that was Maniacs.
No, it was just going off in the distance.
Oh, that was yours way off that missed. That's too bad. That's too bad. You have to love, though, the Confederation suddenly thinks that placing a nuclear warhead on its fighter 30 years into the war is somehow revolutionary. Like, why did we think of this, I don't know, before? Oh, I guess we can also look, because that's another segment we can do. We can look at the Mace versus actual air-to-air nuclear missiles. Because they had those things because we were ridiculous during the Cold War. And put a nuke on everything that could explode, basically. Yep, you're dead. Just a Kamek. Uh-huh. And we're on final approach. See ya.
Got it before I could fire the torpedo.
No. If you fired a torpedo at a Kamek, I think we'd have to have a talk off air about that.
Well, you know, the Privateer original manual tells you have to fire them.
Oh.
Actually, I think the Kamek is listed. In fact, I know this. The initial balancing for Wing Commander 2 was going to be that it took one torpedo to kill a Kamek, two for a regular cap ship. But they changed that late in the process. But I think if you actually look at the Jones, the 2665 Jones, it's
phase shields.
Yeah, it says phase shields.
Maverick, that's
Maverick. This is Concordia. The Admiral is asking if you had any success in finding Grimaldi.
No such luck, Concordia. She's vanished. She must have gambled on her drum drive functioning properly. Unfortunately for us, that gamble seems to have paid off.
Or she's dead somewhere.
Her escape must have been timed with a coordinated enemy presence intended to discourage pursuit. As I analyze everything from my cockpit, we encountered a hell of a lot of Karathi out there. I took out 7, and Maniac got 3.
Land immediately, Maverick. Edmund out. By the way, we're still in the Camadon system. Camadon? I don't know how to pronounce that. If anyone else out there is from that village, let us know. But this will be our last set of Camadon missions, but it's the first 3 out of the 4 in the series.
Yes.
I have more news for you, laddie. Scorpion, one of my special operations agents, infiltrated the Mandarin 16 months ago.
Oh, well then.
I hadn't heard anything from him for a year. I thought he might be dead. But he sent a transmission from Ayers Rock. From Scorpion's transmission, we've been able to track the Mandarin base.
What are you doing?
I'm taking you with me to recon Ayers Rock. Welcome back to the Special Operations Division, laddie.
Well, what have I been talking to you for anyways?
Now we'll need 2 other officers for this mission.
Ah, crap.
20 minutes later...
Go to the bar.
Maverick, my Wild Eagle squadron has been destroyed! Minx is a traitor, Crossbones is dead, and Tally will never fly a fighter again!
You're a shitty squadron leader. That's what I hear.
And now the Karathi have the Morning Star. My career is over!
Yep. Believe me, Todd, I know how you feel right now. But the battle isn't over yet. You've been transferred to Paladin's Special Operations Division. They've discovered a Mandarin base called Ayers Rock. It may be where Minx took the Morning Star, and that's where we're headed next. Fly mission.
Fly mission, man. Colonel Devereaux's office. Oh god, are we gonna kiss again?
I hope not.
Maverick, your orders have arrived from Confed High Command. You will rendezvous with Paladin at the coordinates programmed into your nav computers. You will receive further orders from Paladin. Good luck, Chris. And to you, Todd. Thanks, Angel. Come on, Maverick, let's get moving.
Oh, God. It's interesting how teeny the Morningstar's cockpit is.
Yeah, by Wing Commander lights, it's only 20 or 30 meters long.
Yeah, it's quite cozy by comparison to the others. All right, here we go.
What is crashing into something else?
I didn't hear. Oh, was there something in the back? I guess the
cap. Like the Tiger's Claws or the Concordia's escorts.
Somebody's having PTSD. He's talking about the Tiger's Claw. We just took off the Concordia. It's my other self. Well, these Gothry, they're like nothing. Yep, sucks to be you. Nope. Hello. Nope.
Oh.
Hello. He's not liking you. I don't know. That might have been a little bit of Maniac Marshall there as well.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. No questions from you guys. Don't have the crowd is not helping today. You guys are awfully quiet this evening.
What is this? It's just the
door
blow up a bunch of transports.
Hey, you know what would be cool? If you had a mace missile and you could blow up a bunch of transports all at once.
Well, let's
nuke these babies.
Nuke, baby, nuke.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh!
Wait, no, you'll get the second one. It'll hit. You're gonna miss one, hit the other, I bet. No, look at that. Boom, baby. Nice. And yet that one was right there and somehow is not dead. We haven't watched Endgame. That's the wrong streaming show, sir. We are not in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We are in the Wing Commander video game universe.
So I'll probably see Endgame in the next week or so. I'm not a huge Marvel guy, but I have been incredibly excited by how happy everyone online is about it.
Yeah, like, people love it. They're like,
people are so positive and they're just excited to see it. It's like one of those events that really makes you happy because it's just cool seeing people not complaining about something.
Yeah, even the fact it's 3 hours long, they're somehow like, you just need it. You have to have 3 hours to get what it wants to get in. It's like, okay.
Blair, we're reading a distress beacon. What is your situation?
Oh, nice. My wingman maniac ejected.
Search and rescue is on the way, Blair. Continue your mission alone.
Affirmative. Blair out. That was a little red alert one there for you. Affirmative. A little red alert engineer for those old enough.
Oh.
That's like a big thing when I play Steel Division is a lot of people before the game starts like to say to good luck, have fun. Before it starts, and I often like to add fight, win, prevail, and usually a small percentage of people understand what I'm talking about. Usually it's followed by CNC? Well, yes. Oh, there you go. That guy sucked asteroid. Nothing quite like that. Yeah. Ooh. That was I heard that. That was like a solid slap as that guy exploded. Oh. Oh. Whoa.
Something far out there, but...
Kilrathia, too far away.
So yeah, I like the Marvel movies. I have a lot of fun with them, but I'm not like it's not my thing specifically. I didn't grow up with superheroes at all. It's one of those things, but whenever I go, they're incredibly enjoyable, and I'm mostly just happy for everybody because they have something that I like so much. But, you know, Star Wars is back, Star Trek is back, there's going to be a Dune movie. Can you believe that next year there may be as many as 5 Star Trek shows, 5 Star Wars shows, a Dune movie? It's going to 2020 is going to be a good year.
Sure. We'll see.
If you have the same priorities in life that I do.
That's right.
But
2020 is going to be a little bit of an interesting year. Christopher Blair is not our superhero, he's us. What the funky chicken?
I don't know why I was not into superheroes growing up, but I like the more sci-fi stuff.
Yeah, never really appealed to me for whatever reason. I don't know. I mean, I never was into comic books or anything, so I think that might also be part of the reason too.
But my brother Clyde, that's his world, and
that is his world.
Maverick, this is Paladin. Good to see you again, laddie. Welcome to the newly rechristened Grimalkin, formerly the Gobblegon. I'm sure you recognize it, Maverick. It's like every other dork here, Dorkathy.
Yeah.
We'll take this ship to Ayers Rock, since the Bonnie has been attracting a little too much attention lately. I don't think they'll suspect a visit from us in this ship. He's got fuel, munitions, repair capabilities, a complete gun-fed interior refitting, and electronic screening from asking 2 Morningstar fighters.
Sounds good, James. We're coming into dock now.
Except for Maniac, who got shot down.
Yeah, Maniac sucks. Was there ever a Wing Commander comic book?
No, unfortunately.
We have not had that.
Origin did experiment with comics in 1996-97 with a game called Cybermage Dark Light Awakening.
Oh, there's a short one for you.
This was in the era of the Doom clones.
Okay.
And this was Origin's take on the first-person shooter, which was it was from D.W. Bradley, who did the Wizardry series.
Okay.
And it was this whole... You were supposed to be like a super-powered first-person guy. It had some cool stuff. There was like it had vehicle driving really early. It had hookers who gave you health.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was one of those.
I gotcha. Well,
maybe we'll take a jump to it someday.
That's what hookers do.
It's also the butt of so many jokes for me because I just use it as my crummy origin game example. Because I don't like to fight with Ultimate people or any of that, but I want some games like, yeah, that's the bad one. I just pick Cyber Mage, not because it's bad, but just because it's such a weird one-off. Anyway, Origin had a deal with a company called Eden Matrix that was a new comic book publisher that was going to do a Cyber Mage series alongside it. They published one issue, which was included with the thing. Never did any of the others. Eden Matrix, there's no record of it anywhere in history. So I'd love to know what happened there.
Interesting. I was going to say, are you going to do another mission too?
Yeah, we got one more.
Oh, all right.
We did 3, so one more and we're done with the series.
Oh, I got you. Want to finish Scotch?
Now that, we can stop Ayers Rock. Tell him we'll be manning the Como room during your missions.
Well, that's a downgrade. I just want to curious and they're coming to the Morningstar. I don't know why I made him like that. And to get even to what happened to Crossbones. Poor guy. I guess it was just time for him to get his ticket punched. That's kind of a depressing way.
There'll be time to remember absent friends later, lad.
That's kind of a depressing way.
Right now, we've got work to do. Riding this Maverick, as soon as you refuel your Morningstar, you'll launch again.
Okay. Look at those 3 beer bottles flying. Paladin, this is Maverick. All systems are green.
I've programmed the nav course into the computers. Maverick and Maniac, you'll fly escort for the Grimalkin to the jump point. Paladin, I don't think it'd be a good idea to jump out separately. The Morningstar is still having problems with that random jump failure. You'll redock with the Grimalkin at the jump point, Todd. That way we can make sure we all get to Ayers Rock.
Let's go. I want to see Ayers Rock. I'm just hoping Coulson is out there. Somewhere.
We'll auto-nav on your mark, Maverick. Somewhere. Jazz waits for us.
At Come on down to Ayers Rock. Can you tell me how to get... Why is the Gamal...
I don't know.
It's like afterburning straight into enemies, because that's smart. Dun, 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 dun. Huzzah! Just hanging out, waiting for something to happen. Come
Hazard?
On. What the hell's a hazard?
What am I escorting it through? Who knows?
Ah, jeez. Do you listen to any specific playlists or songs when you play Wink, or just the game music? I've always just done the game. I've not ever Iron Eagled it where I have a cassette on my leg playing some kick-ass Queen.
Yeah, Wing Commander, I've always kept the...
Yeah.
Why is it jetting forward like that? Wing Commander, I've always kept the default music. Ultima, like, I associate with Paul Simon for some reason, because I think I played like 100 hours of Ultima 7 with... like Graceland in the CD player. Remember when you could put the CD in your computer and listen to it during a game?
Oh yeah, those were the days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, or what do you think the Wing Commander fighter cockpit design? What are the best?
I've always loved the Wing Commander 1 scimitar, the red one.
Okay.
Externally, I think the T-Bolt in Wing 3.
When you say externally, you mean how the cockpit itself looks?
Yeah, the look of the cockpit from the outside. They really nail that, like, Vietnam jet.
Fighter. Yeah, with the... I gotcha, okay. Yeah, because then the Hellcat 5 is very, like... P-51 Mustang, because it's the big bubble.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I always thought the Longbow did a nice job of truly conveying like a bomber's cockpit, like that B-29, bubble nose.
Yeah, the only thing I wish is that it had a separate bombardier, like a bombardier in the nose and a pilot up high.
Yeah, like a weapons officer up front doing the law. Yeah, I can agree with that. That's what you expect with the broadsword, that there's somebody sitting next to you. What in the hell just happened? And that guy just like stopped for whatever strange reason. Oh, I need your help, laddie. I need your help, laddie. He's running. Sleekest looking? I mean, I'm going to have to immediately say the Wing Commander 3 Excalibur, because I absolutely just love the paint scheme they have with it. That very simple red and black just always has made me think that it just looks sleek and aggressive. Sleekest fighter?
Sleekest fighter.
Remember, you're in a Morning Star, so you don't want to insult her. She will bring you home.
I mean, the Morning Star is pretty sleek.
It is, but it's not.
I've always liked actually the Kilrathi Gothri.
Okay.
I mean, if you're being very, very literal, the Stealth Tech drone is pretty sleek.
Yeah, it's pretty sleek. That's true. Gothri always reminds me of like a Cadillac, or like a Lincoln Town Car. It's this big, gigantic, honking fighter. It's like with the mobsters cruising around, and it's comfy and stylish. This guy's messing with you.
This guy is messing with me.
He is very much so messing. Stiletto's cool. It's very, very fast. Although it always kind of bothered me a bit that it was a little too similar to the Morningstar in terms of general silhouette.
Oh, you know what? He's Drakhai. That's why.
That's why he's
a tougher nut to crack.
Oh. These aren't guys just wearing gold-plated armor and sitting around collecting dust.
So yeah, one of the ways that Wing Commander 2 works in terms of the AI is similar to Privateer, or Privateer 2, as we were talking about, is that basically there's a level 1 to 5 for each intelligence. And the higher the level is, the better it gets.
Uh-oh.
Maniac ejecting again.
We don't care about you. You're dead.
Well,
this is Maverick. Jump point is secure. We only had to get past 8 fighters to get here.
Is he like bitching?
Yeah. 2 Strakai, 4 Jockey, and 2 Gothri. I nailed 6 of the Maniac got.
You can update the scoreboard later, lad. Landon will jump out system. Put it away. We'll measure it later.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you're the one fighting on 3 giant, strapped together paladin. That does look cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the spray painted space.
All right. Well, then. That was the penultimate series of Special Operations 2. And next week, we will be visiting the Ayers system. Ayers Rock system.
Come on down to Ayers Rock. Kind of like Fraggle Rock, but, without the builders and people that eat things and all that jazz.
All right, let me take off my.
Yeah, we'll compare the Razor to the Malscar Galactica Viper as well. We will not just do real world comparisons.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We should absolutely do fictional ones.
We'll do the ridiculous ones that look borrowed. Yes.
All right, who's ready to
jump back to Privateer?
Jump back to Privateer 2, but this one's gonna be fun because these shift segments are fun. Damn it!
I should have brought a second beer. Didn't realize I would suck it down so fast.
It's not that all Doom's considered. Or that's Duke Nukem, isn't it?
All homes considered, Uncle. All right, what is this interesting looking broken axe head in front of us?
Why, we are looking right here at the PL-03 Skeksis medium fighter.
Okay, the Skeksis.
So, previously we profiled the PL-01 Straight and the PL-02 Velocia, which were both very low-end light fighters.
Junky.
Now, apparently whatever company PL is, does a much more respectable job of the medium fighter line of things, because the Skeksis is more of a medium fighter.
Yep.
The Straith costs 10,000. This costs 85,000.
Whoa!
Which is also interesting because next week we're going to see the Skeksis Mark II, and it costs less. So it's going to be like the iPhone 3C or 5C of ships.
Oh,
so that'll be fun. But
saving us a few bucks.
As we've said before, this is part of the series of ships that includes the Strait of Wallachia, both Skeksises, the Calrechi, and the Kindred Blade. So we'll talk about all those later. Here it is in its actual game colors. It's a beautiful bluish sort of a thing. We have nice blue paint scheme.
Yellow cockpit. That's a little weird.
They use the gold cockpit a lot in Privateer too. And I assume it's like when you see like an F-22 with that
the reflective
gold
cockpit.
reflective. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, hello.
The big thing that immediately stuck out to me about the Skeksis is that it looks just like the Starbird.
Yes.
And I happen to have...
He happens to have...
This was a Christmas gift from my wife. I have a real Starbird right here. This was a space toy from the late 1970s.
Hold it back here. It's hard, even though we look very small.
It was... around that era when Star Wars came out, but it was Milton Bradley who does board games. They had this whole line of Starbird, and there was a base that Starbird could land at, and there was an enemy intruder fighter that would fight Starbird. It's got like electronics and it lights up, and it's just a super cool toy. I didn't grow up with it, but there was like a thread at the Star Citizen official message board where people were talking about their childhood ships, and somebody was talking about it. I was like, oh, I never heard of that. And then Allie got me one for Christmas a couple years ago, and that's what it looks just like the Skeksis, the Mark 1.
It does. It's pretty similar.
But what is a Skeksis?
What is a Skeksis?
Obviously, a Straith is nothing. A lot of the Privateer 2 ships are just cool-sounding things. Wallachia comes from velocity, speed. It says speed. The only other Skeksis is the lizard monsters from the Dark Crystal, the Jim Henson Muppet dark fantasy movie.
Okay.
So
that's a thing.
Yeah. You didn't expect that, did you?
I most certainly did not expect that at all. But with the Brits, I have nothing. They're just so weird, I just expect everything to be strange.
So the Skeksis is a significant upgrade over the Wallachia. It's 20 DPS more maneuverable. Ooh. It has almost 50 centimeters more armor. Acceleration is the same as the light fighter. It has twice as many guns. We're going up to a 4-shooter already. Additional missile hardpoint, 2 more modules. And oddly, its shields are lower. It loses 50 centimeters of shields. I don't know why, but...
Okay, I guess you got to trade off somewhere.
And better speed is still low cruising speed, which is 360, but 719 Afterburner, which is pretty good in Privateer 2.
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at the default weapons. As always, we're going with the MPC versions of the ships. So they have 4 flux beams.
Ooh.
In terms of missiles, we've got a snipe when you hit level 3. And that adds a brute at level 5. 2 snipes at level 3, a brute at level 5, and then a brute Mark II. A brute Mark II at level 7. And then we talked about how it has 5 components. 4 of them are used in the MPC version, which is a set of high-X mines at level 3, a decoy, a shield enhancer, a signal filter, and that's it. It's shield enhancer Mark 1, and a signal filter. So, in fact, I have these all marked out, of course. The high-X mines, decoy Mark 1, shield generator Mark 1, and a signal filter. Signal filter is the one that stops there's a virus weapon that you can use a component that you can use to attack ships electronically, and some of the more advanced ones will have a signal filter that stops you.
Sharks.
We know that the oldest identified Skeksis in the game is 9 years old, which means that it entered service in 2781, which would have been the 100th anniversary of the start of the war with the Nephilim.
Hey! Everybody celebrate.
Nobody mentioned it.
Nope.
And we have just 2 from the database. This is A364 452B.
Just rolls off the old tongue like all of them.
License to travel anywhere in Confederation, non-restricted speeds, 9 years service. And its counterpart, this more plain-looking one here. And again, how incredible is it that there's a different render for each one? This is X867-347H.
This guy did not splurge for the paint package.
Private vessel, 5 years service, license to travel in home system only. So that goes with our beer religion.
He's grounded.
There is the higher res image from the little poster from the official guide.
Hey.
And last but not least, there is the VDU, which again I love the VDU images in these games.
Yes.
So with that, let's just take her out real quick.
That's right. Time to enter the try system for the evening. Yeah, I don't know what segue music we need here. Yes, the Skeksis, which... Yes.
Skeksis.
The Skeksis. It's a very hard word to say.
It is, and you can explain what kept happening when our first.
Yeah, so... and, you know, our promos are... You know, it takes... Usually we do some, 2 or 3 dry runs to try to get, into the moment we're seeking. Then we have a few screw-ups where usually something dumb happens, like we forget to turn on the microphone, or...
There we go, 4 flex beams.
Yeah.
And they're cool. That's a nice, cool green laser.
That is a great...
And here we are.
Yeah, there you go. Show her off.
No space dong on this guy. And really, you can see it looks like Starbird.
It looks like a hatchet head without the shaft, yes.
And the really exciting thing about it, and it's not exciting, but keep this one in mind for next week when we see what the Mark II looks like, because there's going to be some interesting stuff there.
Yep.
Oh, well, look, there's the Mark II right there. That's fantastic. Look, so look how crazy the Mark II is in comparison. Can I target that? Yes.
There you go. Look at that, right?
It's
like a handheld. It's like a weird. It's got like it's handhold or something.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's like they've completely changed the back end of it to be the handhold style instead. But yeah, when we were recording the promo, there was a line where Ben had to say Skeksis, and there were several times where we both started laughing very hard because instead he called it the sexist fighter.
It's so easy to...
And then if you start looking at it, it's very simple to do to the point in the show sheet for the week. Now, every time the Skeksis shows up, the word is split up to let you know that it is Skeksis, not sexist. Which happens. Was your Warthog giving you a little trouble there?
Your Privateer 2 likes to have you recalibrate every once in a while.
There you go. That
was Overquest.
Wow, you just got your face pummeled.
I did.
Pummeled.
So maybe go for a Frage instead of a Skeksis.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe this is not. If this is the promo ad for the Skeksis fighter, and you're trying to sell it to people,
this is an independent review.
Not working so well. Listen to that music, setting the mood.
Ah, no.
Setting the mood.
Oh.
Is he just sitting there, too?
It's just a shuttle.
Oh.
Those things are too much of a pain.
That's true. Oh, jeez.
So the Skeksis, maybe not so good.
Success.
I should mention, I believe I am, in fact, I think I'm at Privateer difficulty at that point.
Oh, you did this? Check your pad. Let's see what it says here.
I think the save is at,
Nope,
I'm righteous.
Oh, you are righteous, sir.
This is how much I played to try to get that damn mission.
Then you got to righteous? Jesus.
1,380 kills.
Oh my god. You are a man of dedication, sir. And you still, the damn thing didn't show up, huh?
Alright, let's go to the even more embarrassing part.
Yeah, I see I agree, yes, because...
Here's our ship grid, but you know what we have to do before the ship grid.
I was going to say.
Let's figure this beer first.
Yeah, you should.
Beck's beer.
Beck's. It's the best from the Beck system because there's nothing else like it in Beck's.
Gosh, we could not stream on the Super Nintendo.
No?
Drink alcohol.
Oh my, we'd have to make it into fruit juice.
Oh, Privateer 2's got a lot of spaceships. Privateer 2's got a lot of spaceships.
Privateer 2's got a lot of spaceships early in the morning. Beginner strength looks like some hot dogs. Beginner strength looks like some hot dogs. Beginner strength looks like some hot dogs early in the morning. Malaysia Light Fighters quite well endowed. Malaysia Light Fighters quite well endowed. Malaysia Light Fighters quite well endowed. Early in the morning. Skexis, she looks just like the Starbird. Skexis, she looks just like the Starbird. Skexis, she looks just like the Starbird. Early in the morning. You know what I realized where we started? We forgot to do the first line you do, and then we both do the other ones. To make
I didn't forget. I was still doing
Oh, yeah, sure, of course you can say that, because you're singing every damn line.
So with that, we can unlock on our great Privateer 2 ship grid. Skexis! Are you excited about the Skexis right now? Skexis, Skexis, Skexis!
Hey, you're a dirty Skexis.
God bless Skexis.
Skexis for all.
Gone to Skexis.
Gone to Skexis, call back never.
So next week we'll be looking at the PL3A Skexis Mark II. And just right off the bat, how fascinating it is that we see how the designations change. It's 3A for the second ship in the series. So
wow.
From that little bit of Rosetta Stone, we're actually going to learn quite a bit about Privateer 2's ships and their companies and how they're organized and what the pirate ships are related to. So stay tuned for that.
Awesome.
So that's it for Privateer 2 content tonight. We're going to head to the cargo bay.
All right. I
don't know why I do with the hand motions. They can't see the hand motions.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing that too. Because they cannot see you when we're doing that because we're both behind the magic. All right, this week's cargo bay. What do we have?
A couple little things right here.
Yes.
First of all, the least exciting, I guess, is it's a nice sealed copy of the Privateer Guide.
Ooh.
In fact, there's a guy who has like 12 of these on eBay.
Okay.
If you want a copy of the Privateer Playtester's Guide, which can get expensive in other places, there's a whole bunch for cheap right now. So run, don't walk.
Ooh,
I bought the first one off of he must have got like an old box of them or something.
Interesting.
So new old stock of the Privateer Guide.
Excellent.
Next we have the next two parts in something I've been working on for a while and still have a time. In fact, I've got several more of these coming in the mail and a couple more I'm looking for. But I've got two more EA replays. First up, can you figure out what country that is?
Yes, I was going to try to do it, then I realized that I would butcher those poor German words.
There you go.
Die Klassiker sind Zurück! Zurück! I'm so sorry.
So that is a German copy of EA Replay, still nicely sealed. And you can see the logo in the bottom left is different. It's got the German rating instead of the English one.
Trying to get that, there you go. Get that glare out of the way. And the back.
And second one, which I actually ordered from the Netherlands, but it is not a Dutch version. It is, oddly enough, show that. Can you figure out what that version is?
England? Oh, no. Oh, it's from the Land Down Under.
Yes, the Australian-New Zealand release.
It says it right there. That's what it's saying.
Yeah, I knew that was on.
I was like paranoidly reading for words that made sense, and I'm like, it's all in English. Crap.
So this is one of the ones that seems to come up much rarer.
That's what saved me right there.
You can tell from the PG logo on the front, it's a different rating system.
My own violence, lads.
So I've got in the mail an Italian one on the way. I think I've got Italian and an actual Dutch one on the way.
Oh, grazie.
I'm looking for a UK copy, which seems like it should be more common than it is.
Cheerio.
And my crown jewel right now is a Korean one. I'm trying to find a Korean, but it's very hard to buy games in Korea. Before I show you my last item of power, I did want to share this earlier and I forgot.
Okay.
This is something Allie got me, which is
my goodness, what the hell is this?
It's a spaceship toy because I collect toy spaceships of all sorts, and she knows how to find out ones. It's from a Spanish toy line called Airgam Boys.
Okay.
And
I'll hold this for you.
Yeah, you can open it up and show them the inside.
All right. Hello.
It's basically a Spanish version of Playmobil, but they've got all these crazy spaceships and aliens and astronauts and things. So, she got that for me, and I was really grateful.
I'm just gonna
super cool.
We have an issue in the cockpit here.
Yes, one of the people has
gone. He's going butt up. I don't know what that is. A crazy bunch of space characters. What could they be doing with that wacky ship?
So our last.
That's an interesting thing.
Our last item tonight is something that everybody laughed at when I was looking for it.
I'm still laughing at it now.
Every single person who sees it is like, "Whoa!"
I'm still
that
laughing.
feels unholy. It does feel like out of time, and
yes.
The reason for that is that it is.
It's
the Wing Commander movie from a Blockbuster rental store.
Oh, well, everybody knows what a Blockbuster looks like.
So I got to thinking about this, and I was like, well, there's some history there. If I were ever doing like a show or some sort of presentation on the...
Are we doing a show right now?
We are doing a show, but if I would ever do like a museum display of like Wing Commander in different medias, having the Blockbuster version, which was how most people saw it, would be cool. So I've been searching forever on eBay.
From Texas.
And it, Star City, Texas or something.
Rio Grande City, sir.
Oh, okay. And it seemed like, because they didn't, when you sold the tape at Blockbuster, you didn't get this case. They would put it back in the lease case. So... it's a weird artifact I kind of wanted, and
it's from 2 days. It's from July 6, 1999.
Just won't have to.
Oh yes, you need to put a contact. Yeah, I realize I don't even know where I left my phone in the house, so who the hell knows?
All right, so it's time to try something ridiculous and hopefully fun. And
this is going to be a treat.
So let's go to a different frame. Oh my god, it's an extra camera!
Debuting multi-vision.
Oh, I should get my...
Shay, you get your phone out of the way.
Phone out of the...
So don't see all your stock tips coming in.
So I did want to show off two... People ask me what the stupidest thing in my collection is.
Yep.
And I don't show them that Blockbuster thing. I show them these two items, which they're kind of brittle and I can't really take them out so much, but...
Yep. I remember when we were putting your office together and you were like, I'm like, what is this? And you're like, that is a very, 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 very old candy bar. Don't touch it too much, please.
This is in a box here. It's a candy bar from 1995 from a German trade show where they showed Wing Commander 4. And it's in a little cube. It's Allie. Hello.
It's in a safety box.
I was just introducing our food segment by showing some real Wing Commander food.
Oh, that cool air is amazing.
It's really warm in here.
It is. I was so happy to get here right now. You have no idea. Thank you for coming and joining us.
And second, this is a bottle of Wing Commander Prophecy flavored water from E3 1997.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the water has evaporated over time and kind of crushed the bottle, but I wanted to leave it sealed.
Did you just call it a Wing Commander Prophecy flavored water?
Yes, it is. It's flavored water. Supposedly orange.
Okay, I thought you meant it was Wing Commander Prophecy.
Yeah, it's flavored Wing Commander Prophecy.
They stick a copy of the game in some water.
It's got the binary code and the source code in the molecules. Because that's a thing that they do. It's very fragile-y.
So, in an earlier episode of our show,
oh boy,
we were talking about End Run in the End Run book club.
Yep.
And we had read a passage from the book that we thought was especially good world building, and part of that was mentioning that the different Marines had these self-cooking meals, which is a real thing. We talked about it at the time. And,
it is.
Oh wow, it's nice and
I know, yes,
awesome.
It's amazing. Yeah. Yes, it's a whole new world.
So let me read this paragraph real quick. We'll set the stage for what we're going to do tonight because we're going to try some real military meals. We've each picked one from the options available on Amazon, and we're going to open them up and sample them. And
it's going to be a trip.
Yeah, Jason.
Hello.
Jason looked around the flight deck, and he couldn't decide whether he should stick around or simply give it over to the deck officer. He decided for the latter and walked off, checking out the Marines as he passed. He knew they were putting on a show for the blue suits, as they called fleet personnel, and they were certainly going all out. Most had their personal and combat gear stacked up around them and were lounging on their equipment, sharpening knives and cleaning weapons. Few of them carried the standard-issue M47 semi-auto laser gun. A couple had neutron miniguns, which pumped out 1,000 bursts a minute, with shoulder slings to help carry the 30 kilos of weight. Others were armed with mass driver scatterguns, which fired 500 nail-like flechettes in a single burst. Others carried a bizarre assortment of non-military sporting equipment, including a couple of sniper scope Stenson Draken rifles, capable of dropping a 20-ton Vegan saber-tooth from a mile away.
Yeah.
And nearly all had at least 1 or 2 Kilrathi items, especially the famed claw knives, which could disembowel an opponent with a mere flick of a wrist. Those not working on the weapons had pried open the lids of self-cooking meals, and the deck was filled with the scent of standard ration packs.
Oh boy!
So at the time, I was like, oh, I haven't had an MRE. I've eaten like bits of MREs. From my grandpa was in the army, and there was always stuff like that around. But I have not had a modern MRE. I've never done this. So we talked about it, and we was like, oh, it would be fun if we had MREs.
Yeah, that's exactly how the conversation went.
Basically.
Yes.
And so we thought, hey, maybe we could have like a food segment on the show where we make and eat Wing Commander food. And this is kind of the first one. And if this works out, we'll do like Space Bug Gumbo or the roast beef from Wing Commander 4 novel.
Sure, we'll make Christmas dinner like in false colors.
And if you do not know Allie, you should know Allie, because this is my lovely wife, who I talk about quite often on the show, and sometimes is on the show and also helps us make it.
Yes.
And here she is to eat an MRE with us.
Yes, we're all excited.
Yeah.
So we have each picked out a type of MRE.
It's all from different distributors as well.
First up, for Mr. Jason Dunderdahl, we have the Menu 7 brisket entree gravy with seasoned beef biscuit slices. And let me be the first to say ew.
Yes, I cannot. It's also a whole lot of noise going on.
And for Allie, we have Menu 11 vegetable crumbles with pasta in taco-style sauce.
Always disturbing when it styles something.
Yeah. Taco style.
Taco style. And I have gone with Menu 13 cheese tortellini and tomato sauce. Or tortellini au fromage sauce tomate.
Ooh.
Apparently.
Fancy.
Mine's fancy.
Fancy.
So,
I wonder if we should have brought scissors for this part.
well,
too.
mine is a peelable seal.
They say that, but I don't think it actually is that easily
Oh, you
peelable.
have
I have scissors though, so.
All right, that might be
I
necessary.
feel like soldiers are not going to have scissors around.
No, they'll have combat knives.
knives.
Or if
You
you
know
need
what?
to,
I
you just shoot
I got
it.
mine.
Oh, all right. Or you just shoot it.
Yeah.
I have sliced open my. Alright,
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
you're gonna scissor it.
I peeled mine like a real soldier.
That's right, like a warfighter. Allie is very
Professional
clearly.
warfighter.
We've been in the heat for 2 hours, man.
No, she definitely wears the warfighter outfit in this family.
That's right.
So I'm gonna. By the way, I can show you.
Oh
Here.
my goodness.
We're gonna use this third camera to show the self-heating thing.
because you really want to watch that.
Yeah. So I'm
This
gonna.
is just cruel. Why is mine a bag in another bag?
Oh,
Yeah.
mine is also a bag.
Oh,
Yeah,
no!
it's got another bag inside.
It's got like a
which is
professional.
actually harder to open than the
Army bag
outside
there.
bag.
All right. Oh, it doesn't
There we
fold.
go. I got it.
All right.
Mine came right. Oh wait, no, it didn't.
All
Okay.
right, warfighters.
Okay, what have we got here?
Well, first we have our heating unit right here with our elements inside.
That's the thing we were reading about.
Yes, do not overfill. I cannot stress this part enough. I have seen many of people
my heating
unfamiliar. They fill the bag up and then they wonder why it explodes. Because you're supposed to literally put, like, not even an inch of water in the thing. So that'll go over there.
Okay, and now here in my.
Oh boy, I have blackberry jam.
Here are the cheese tortellini.
Ooh.
Just like Mama used to make them.
Why do I have I have random blackberry jam?
Are we going one? How's this working here?
Yeah, show off whatever you
Show
got
if
in
you
there.
find something
Well,
interesting.
here's my like almost unlabeled bag of vegetarian taco pasta.
Ooh.
There's a spoon.
I've got a nice brown army spoon that's certainly tactical.
Oh, shiitake mushroom. I have Irish cream cappuccino instant powder.
Wow.
Nice.
This is also the biggest. Why is it so big?
That's huge.
Oh, because I bet it's supposed to go in there, and that's how they heat it up. And
Yeah.
you're supposed to drink it. Oh, all right.
I have a
then.
pouch of mixed fruit, which is very flat. So I assume it's more like a puree than chunks.
Okay.
I've got pepper sauce.
Oh God, I have white wheat snack bread.
Oh, everyone's favorite.
Which this bread feels a little dense.
I have a small package of cashews jalapeno flavor.
Oh my! I have a very large package of peanut butter.
This is called Hot Beverage Bag, and it has 8 steps to heating your beverage with this bag.
I guess I can either have blackberry jam. I guess I can have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I also have a tube of peanut butter there.
The wrapper for the tortellini.
I have cranberries osmotic. The hell is that?
Classic.
Why do I want cranberries with what I have otherwise?
Oh, this is a good one.
Oh boy.
Trail mix. I've got trail mix.
Okay.
That's gonna be safe.
That is gonna be safe. Oh! Go ahead.
I was gonna say I have crackers.
Just so you know who wins this right now, I have Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, okay, you're winning.
Yeah, I don't
Medical
know
packaging. I can feel there are actually Tootsie Rolls inside too. Oh, here we go.
I've got chocolate pudding dessert powder.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
I have something called First Strike Nutritious Energy Bar in
Oh!
cran raspberry flavor.
Oh, wow.
Snap! And you have like a logo.
Yeah.
I got my package full of light. What the hell is light? Oh, that's a napkin.
Oh, here we go. Go to hell, everybody who got peanut butter. I have chocolate peanut spread.
Ooh. I have my mini package of. There's my chiclets and moist towelette.
Here's my large package of French vanilla cappuccino instant powder.
Oh snap!
I have a cracker. It's very hard.
I have
I have the same crackers.
I have au gratin potatoes.
Ooh.
And they feel very cold and liquidy.
Here's grape.
Okay.
Great dehydrated grape juice, I guess.
I have chili lime hot sauce.
Nice.
Oh, I have.
And I've got a little packet of extras. There's like gum in there and sugar packet maybe. Creamer.
And finally, I have my beef brisket, which I am feeling. Not gonna lie, not feeling much in the way of what quote-unquote meat slices. Mostly it feels like gravy.
So I'd say the feeling I have right now is regret.
Yes. Well, you actually have the one where it's like just pasta and red sauce, where you might be... That's just your very well-folded napkin.
I've got a little towel napkin guy. We've got a non-dairy creamer.
Okay, let's see here.
We have freeze-dried coffee. Splenda. A moist towelette.
Why are you going through all that garbage?
Iodized salt.
Apparently I'll need a spoon to eat mine, too.
Yeah.
And a little bit of gum.
I also just got a spoon.
That's...
Yeah, I got a spoon, too.
Because I guess... Am I supposed to use a spoon
When
to spread my
you're
peanut
eating
butter?
Slop out of a bag.
Yes.
You know.
All right.
So, anybody ever done this before?
Yeah, so what we'll need... One thing we will need, though, is something to lean... Because all of them need to lean up like this. Because the bag is going to stand like this.
All right.
So you're going to have... This is going to
we
stand
can lean
up.
them against the thing here.
Okay. The vapor is released. This it contain hydrogen. So everybody extinguish your cigarettes. Because you don't want to blow up. That's the only thing. So who knows? Maybe thank God you opened the door, because then the heat in here could have ignited the hydrogen and would have been the Hindenburg.
This has some like kind of nutrition facts on the back.
Do you want to know them?
Apparently, the First Strike bars are meeting almost all of your vitamin and mineral requirements
in one bite.
Almost
compared to the other thing. This is a weird list of things.
Can I just say mine starts cooked sliced beef brisket and modified food starch product. That's not scary sounding at all.
I went with the fake meat, thinking that
was it good better? Yeah.
Maybe better
I gotcha.
Out of a pouch. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're all in for.
So we insert the plastic guy in the sleeve.
Yes, you would put this. So what you would do is we need the water, because first you would open this. So there's a tear.
All right.
So
it does have instructions on the bag.
Yeah. So you just typically tear the top off, and you're gonna add some water.
All right. Well, here's a water.
Thank you.
So tear this whole top off, or
where
just
top where it just says, see where it says tear right there?
Okay.
Yep, just right that cracking.
Tear to
straight
use
across.
bag.
Yes.
All right.
Make sure.
All right, I've torn to use bag.
I gotta admit, there's a lot of instructions on this bag, and I'm worried I'm gonna mess it up.
Oh, don't worry. Most of it is just simply like anti-stupid stuff.
Yeah,
like
okay.
Don't hold it upside down. Don't pour water on yourself.
Don't worry, Domino's is open till midnight.
The most important thing though is just simply do not overheat it. Alright, so...
Place MRE pouch in bag with heater. Alright.
Yes, because you gotta do this. Let's do it this way to pull it through.
Wait, oh, so the pouch doesn't go in the cardboard sleeve.
No.
What is that for?
What, this?
This was like separate from my...
Yeah, you can use it just to like hold it up.
Oh, on the outside
yeah.
of the... I
yes.
got it.
Yeah, it's a very confusing
Gotcha.
yes. Because then these go inside
I understood that part. I didn't quite get what the cardboard sleeve was for.
Yes.
But now it makes sense.
Okay, so now I've got the heater in the sleeve. What do I do next?
Your MRE. Your entree goes in.
Okay.
The entree's a tight squeeze.
Yes, it's going to be a very, very, very tight fit for you. You might have to take it out of there.
Yeah, I had to take mine out of the cardboard first.
Yeah, it's going to be...
Let's have everybody watch us struggle with the heating bag.
Is anyone still out there?
No,
is there anyone still out there watching us, or we lost the entire crowd?
Somebody mentioned Steve MRE 1998. That is a channel that we have watched before.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's cool. He eats like ancient
What is it,
MRE.
caloric content?
He eats really old MREs.
Yeah, that's disturbing what he does. So the calories for my beef brisket are 210 calories, and from the potatoes 180. So,
mine...
Holy mother of God. There is 1,570 milligrams of sodium in my brisket. 520 in the potatoes.
Wow.
Okay.
My taco... Oh, yes, it did.
Yeah, they always have...
Oh, wow. I don't want to eat that. The sodium on my taco is 780 milligrams. That's ridiculous.
Yes.
Okay, so I've got the ravioli in the bag in the thing. Am I doing this right?
Yes. Now all you need to do is just going to... Because then you're just going to want to you're going to want to fold over the top once you put the... Get in there, you jerk.
Wait, what? The top of what? Where is it getting folded?
Oh no! So
Tell me more.
So you're gonna put water in.
Yeah.
And then you fold this over, and then this kind of holds it.
The top of mine isn't long enough to fold over.
Oh, it doesn't have to fold a lot. It's not. It's like nothing crazy.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
God. Okay. So what do I just put water in here now?
Yes. Stuff bags. I'm making sure
Is
we're
there
not
like
missing
a
any
water
steps.
line?
Yes. See where at the very bottom it says "Do not overfill."
Yeah.
It just wants like a teeny bit.
Oh, just a tiny.
Yes.
Well, then how the hell am I supposed to
Yes. So you can do like just like that.
Slide it out.
Yeah. There's not like again. You don't have to go like crazy. Yeah.
Good lord. All right.
All right. Here we go.
We can all share that bottle of water. Then.
Yes. Once I make sure not to pour it on myself.
So this is the self-heating thing we hear about in Wing Commander. I'm sure it's even more futuristic there, but the water's going to react with the magic and...
Or you have to squish it around? Or
No, I was just trying to see where it was, because I overfilled a little bit, but not terribly.
Oh, God.
It's just a wee... Yeah, you got to pour it on a whole lot.
This room explodes, we know why.
So this is going to be interesting. And that's probably already too much even with that. Like it's, perfect. Yeah, you're a little bit over. That's all right. So then all you got to do is this. So you fold it over.
I can't even see where mine is.
Yeah, and now what we do is we wait, right? And it's going to say, how long does it say?
It's an interesting smell.
Mine is way over.
Yes, hydrogen.
Does that matter? Mine's
How
up
much?
to here.
Then you can pour a little out if you feel, but I wouldn't worry too much. It's just you're going to worry about it boiling.
So there's the heater guy. And it's slightly getting warmer now.
Yep, but mine is.
I
want to put mine the other way. I want mine on the bottom.
So I believe it takes about 10 minutes.
Yep, give or take. I would definitely say about 10 minutes.
So
but that's only to heat the first thing.
We got the other stuff. So while we heat these up, we're gonna start video for you.
Yeah, let's put those all over there. That stinks. Phew! That's that smell I was telling you guys about.
So I mentioned earlier we were going to show the Korean introduction to Wing Commander 3. This is Wing 3 dubbed in Korean. And we're going to play this while we cook our food. So we'll see you after the jump.
보자기에 무모한 공격이었습니다. 이미 패배를 감지한 저 털없는 원숭이들의 도발도 결국 자기 종족에게 실망만을 안겨주었음 신문할 가치도 없습니다. 뜻대로 시행해라. 해체 준비. 진정하라. 저들은 용사가 아니라 버러지다. 저들 중 용사의 대접을 받을 자는 오직 하나뿐이다. 그의 이름은 엔젤입니다. 아직도 반항인가 데브로 소리엔. 우리가 그대 종족에게 공존을 제안한다 해도 수락을 안 하겠나 데브로 소리엔.
말도 안 되는 소리 하지 말아라.
그래, 허나 이미 전쟁의 대세가 기운 이상 그대의 반항은 애처로울 뿐이다.
날 괴롭히지 마라. 빨리 해체시켜서 동지들이나 만나게.
그대는 해체의 대상이 아니다. 그대에게는 다른 운명이 준비되었다. 인간들은 내가 저 여자한테 어떤 경의를 표하는지 모른다. 저 여자는 위대한 용사이자 호랑이의 심장에 숨겨진 애인이다.
그들의 명복을 빌자.
명복? 우리가 이렇게 당한 적은 없었어요.
옛날엔 그런 적이 없었지, 친구.
처음엔 호랑이의 발톱이 당하더니 이번엔...
그만해. 자네 잘못이 아니잖아.
털린 생각은 다를 거요. 크리스토퍼 블레어 대령이다. 털린 사령관께 보고한다. 콩코디아오의 자네는 베스푸스 미스트랄 해안에 있다. 피해 상황은 완전 파괴다.
누가 믿고 안 믿고는 중요하지 않아.
엔젤의 소식은?
없어.
보안 상황입니까?
우리 특별한 사이란 건 나도 안 해, 친구.
죄송합니다만 장군, 빅토리호라고요?
왜? 뭐 잘못된 점이라도 있나 대령?
아닙니다. 단지 확인차.
알다시피 빅토리호는 오랜 역사를 가진 우리 연합군의 훌륭한 항공모함일세.
네, 장군님. 아주 오랜 역사를 갖고 있죠.
승선 명령에 토론은 없다 대령. 물론 숙박시설은 귀관이 사용하던 것과는 다르다는 것을 나는 알고 있다.
예, 하지만은 전 그런...
빅토리호엔 귀관처럼 능력 있는 비행단장이 꼭 필요하다.
감사합니다. 하지만 제가 말씀드리고 싶은 것은...
사실 지금은 가르텔 성자와 모르페우스 성자에서 킬라군들이 퇴각하고 있다. 그래서 귀관을 빅토리호로 보낼 수 있는 거다. 내 말은 대령, 상황이 호전돼서 지구연합이 대단히 바람직한 전진을 하고 있단 말이다. 이상이다.
장군님, 제가 올린 정보 신청은
그래. 나도 예상하지 못한 상황이다. 알다시피 대부로 대령의 상황은 전혀 알 수가 없네. 즉시 떠나도록.
네, 장군님.
최근 여러 인구 밀집 지역이 입은 피해에도 불구하고 지구연합 대변인은 인류군이 킬라군과의 은하 전투에서 여전히 우세하다고 주장하고 있습니다. 그러나 우리 소식통에 의하면 민간과 산업의 피해와 함께 킬라의 공격 자체가 축소 발표되었음이 분명합니다. 한편 지구연합은 최후의 날 지구 탈출과 다른 은하계의 인류를 재인식시키는 계획도 갖고 있다는 보고도 있습니다. 그러나 문제는 과연 누가 떠나고 누가 남는가이며 또 과연 누가 그 결정을 내리느냐는 겁니다.
빅토리오 승선을 환영하네 대령.
감사합니다, 함장님.
양철 깡통으로 더 유명하지.
다시 보니 정말 기쁘네, 대령. 하지만 이만 실례하겠네. 옛날 추억을 더듬는 것보다는 임무 수행이 우선일 테니까.
고맙네, 홉스. 나중에 보세.
그래. 이 배는 콩코디아호와는 아주 딴판이지?
콩코디아호는 이제 없습니다.
그래. 엄청난 피해. 그 기분 안 해. 하지만 이제 우리 배에 승선한 이상 과거는 깨끗이 잊어버리기 바라네. 나는 인생을 거의 이 빅토리아호에 바쳤네. 통신장교로 인연을 맺었지. 전혀 항해 때부터.
네, 함장님. 솔직히 이번 배치에 실망했던 건 사실입니다. 하지만은 와보니 승무원 중에 할라스처럼 유능한 조종사도 있고
내 부관이지.
비행을 하지 않습니까?
본인 의사지. 물론 자네가 세운 무공은 다 알고 있네 대령. 하지만 길라족하고 비행을 하겠다는 사람이 없네.
그렇게 좋은 전투 기록은 어떡하고요? 아무 소용없단 말입니까?
글쎄 본인 의사가.
함장님, 빅토리오 지휘권을 침해하려는 건 아니지만 홉스만은 당장 전투 조종사로 복귀시켜 주시기 바랍니다.
그래, 좋은 얘기네. 하지만 누가...
제가 하겠습니다. 전 그보다 나은 조종사 아직 못 봤습니다.
Well, there we have it. The first part of Wing Commander 3 in Korean. I saw a question from the chat from Mufasa who asked, he said, what are the 4 combat pilots who gets disintegrated? Looks like Chris Roberts. Is that his cameo for Wing Commander 3? No. Chris's cameo in Wing Commander 3 is in the player funeral. He is one of the officers standing behind, standing in the row if you die. So, and it's really apparent once you've seen it before, so check that out. Yes. So since we've been gone, we've been thank you.
You're welcome.
I have made a baggie of grape drink. I cut open this at the top. I added some grape drink. And our
yours was different. Ours came in. Allie and I got we got tiny tube. We got beverage base raspberry type 3. Everybody's favorite type 3. None of that type 2.
Which smells
Yep.
And tastes like Jello.
Wow, that is very dark.
I also have the trail mix here, which is just a bunch of nuts. It's pretty tasteless, but inoffensive.
I have some cranberries that are about the same.
And I've got these crackers that I opened.
I also, this is a piece of
I've
bread.
got chocolate spread for them. Yeah, look at that.
This is a piece of bread from 1700.
And so our meal should be probably just cooked. We've been 10 minutes
ready?
now.
Bing!
But first I'm going to try this grape drink. See what the...
Are you...
It looks blue. Yes, it's very blue in there. I can't think I can show you this, but it's blue.
I was going to say, you should have got you a straw. And first...
That is grape drink. Just like Boy Scout camp.
That's not reassuring.
It's not bad. It's...
And we have pink plates.
I was going to say, you should pound your beer and then put the bag into the...
I'm not going to pound my beer before I eat this.
That's a good
probably
point.
Smart.
That's probably smart. You'll need it afterwards to... Well, would you please, I guess, distribute this?
Right.
And then now be careful because they're going. That's mine. Yeah, so they're going to be a little. They're going to be a little warm.
Potatoes.
Toasty.
They're going to be. They should be a little warm.
Here's the
soap.
Cheese. I'm still learning this extra camera, but there's the cheese tortellini.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I already removed mine.
I do wish that I had a.
Is that all right?
Something to put this in.
Here. You keep talking. Oh, what do you need? Glass?
Yeah, glass.
All right.
Yeah, now that the door's open, we can do it. So
other magic's over.
Here we have our hydrogen dealie. I'm gonna wait for him to get back because I don't trust myself around whatever this magic thing is.
Yeah, I know. I was scared to accidentally pull mine out of the bag.
Yeah, because when we were talking about, oh, is it gonna explode?
No, so there's that for you. Godspeed. All right, so I'm going to take my entree out and then replace it with my side.
Oh yeah, you have a second.
Yes, I have a second one.
Heatable item.
That's correct.
Spilled some blue stuff on myself, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Sometimes you make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Like starting a streaming Wing Commander show every week.
Can I use those scissors?
Yes.
At the top of my taco style.
Okay, so now you can see behind Predator Shinzon here, or whoever. It's blue. It's very blue. Very blue grape drink, which I'm in favor of. But we're going to open up our actual meals. We'll give them a taste, and then we'll...
I'm just gonna let I feel like mine needs a moment still. There's a lot of liquid gravy in there it's trying to heat.
Okay.
So I'm going to give mine a second here at an angle to help get that going. Because nobody likes cold gravy, and, well, I have to eat this. Well, you know.
This?
Yes. It's one of those things I guess you shouldn't really look at.
I mean, it smells taco style, that's for sure.
Okay.
It's good.
That's at least.
It's got some weird little pasta, some kind of pasta shape I've never really seen before.
Okay, it's famous.
I'm just gonna eat mine out of the pouch. I don't feel like I need to put mine on a plate.
I would decidedly not do that, to be honest. I don't feel like it's a visual.
You might not.
Yeah, I don't want to look at it on a plate.
Where did the scissors go?
Oh, she has them behind you.
Would you scissor me?
Nope.
I will excise you.
All right.
Oh, this has perforations too. So.
Yes.
It does.
You have to make sure you find the right end.
It was
Yeah,
a
that's
little,
all.
Alright, I'm gonna give the taco style whatever a try.
Survey says.
Ooh, that is a distinct smell. I see a lot of.
Are you pouring it out? Are you a crazy person?
Yeah, I'm gonna pour it out.
Oh my god. Well,
on the third cam.
No,
Yeah.
that's something nobody wants to see.
Here we go. It looks kind of like tortellini.
That's
It's
not.
not on the third cam yet. It's over there.
Oh god.
Okay. I mean, yours is probably the least offensive looking compared to the rest.
So here is space tortellini, made with our highest warfighting technology.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's dig into this thing. If I can find my tactical spoon.
I would say this tastes
Here it
like
is.
Hormel canned chili. Have you ever had canned chili?
Well, yeah.
That's what it tastes
Yeah, I know what you mean.
All right, I feel
it's got that like canned tomato thing going on.
All right, well.
Try to make sure this one's...
Here's to you, friends. It's not bad. It's not good.
Yeah,
but it's not bad.
Yeah.
I would say it's kind of flavorless.
Yep. Yeah, mine is like somehow the sodium
despite all that
is
salt
insanely high, but it's still kind of bland.
Okay.
Sodium is too damn high.
I would say mine has a slight bitter edge to it. That could be the tomatoes. I don't know.
All right. I've been trying to delay eating my pile of gravy, and well, now it is time.
Yeah, we gotta see this thing.
I'm not really. I'm worried this one's gonna be scary looking on the inside, like can I have the scissors? Scary looking.
There. Open my chili lime hot sauce and see if that adds any flavor.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna open the chocolate peanut spread, and I'm gonna try it on the cracker. Or I'm gonna wait for the scissors, and then I'm gonna.
Oh.
Okay.
Here you go.
Smells like beef stroganoff.
What does it look like? Can I see?
Yes, I guess if you really want to.
Oh, it's like a dog food style.
Yep. You are 100% correct.
Cracker.
Okay.
No, that's not good.
For those of you who are curious.
Oh, God.
I don't know. There you go. Big brown goo.
I've made a mistake.
What have you done?
I mean, just...
Oh, you have made a horrible choice. That looks not good. That looks like a giant
There's
poop.
the chocolate on the cracker.
That's disgusting. I'm trying to eat this and now I can't look at you. All right, let's see how this is.
I get that all the time.
That is not good. Nope.
I'm very sorry.
That is really...
Actually, that's fine.
If you're wondering where all the sodium went, it's in this. Oh. Yeah. That is not good. That tastes like beef stew and stroganoff.
This is like the most bland saltine style cracker I've ever had.
You know what I should wash this down with? Some hardtack biscuit, because I'm in the Royal Navy.
So...
Oh my God.
I think what we've learned is that it's actually not that fun to be in the military. And...
Yeah.
I feel like...
Here. You guys should split some of this. Here, try some of that bread.
Okay.
Delicious.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think we should all try this First Strike nutritious energy bar too.
And how's your hardtack?
Not bad. It's just a cracker.
Oh God.
Big Ritz.
Yeah. No, that was bread.
Oh.
That's not a cracker. That's bread.
Not bad. It's like a pita bread. It's not too bad.
It's supposed
It's like
to
a pita bread that's been like...
That's wheat bread.
Pita bread that's had problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not our...
That has a really strange aftertaste. That hardtack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to open up the First Strike nutritious energy bar.
Anything else we should try before we sign off for the night?
Yeah, we're gonna try this.
Okay,
Look, it's
well,
like a big
we want to. They're not gonna.
Okay, we try that.
Yeah. Oh my good God, that's scary.
It's like a fruit leather. Oh God,
Fruit
it's
by the foot.
Very pliable.
Remember what I said about the
tear off a piece.
Oh my God.
It's just like a fruit by the foot for the military.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's really.
You can also fill in like tires.
I'd say it's sinewy.
Yeah, it's like a sausage that was. That's
wow, that is like one very... The outer filling's right
Honestly,
out.
that's like the best tasting thing that I've had.
That is pretty good.
It's not bad.
It doesn't taste bad, no.
It's cranberry something.
It's like a friend of nougat.
Yes, it is fruit jerky. That's correct. It does taste like that.
Yeah. It also has apple granules in it.
Okay.
This isn't television. It's compellivision.
It's got some crunchy bits. I think it's rice, like a rice cereal kind of thing. That's
Okay.
definitely the best tasting thing from mine so far. Oh, and I had jalapeno cashews that were
I chose very
kind of
poorly.
tasty.
Beef brisket, no. So salty.
Yeah, I've
Like,
kind of,
so salty.
I
mean, I don't think they need to see me eat the potatoes because they're going to taste like potatoes. So, we can... Do we have anything else for the people that we need to show them?
I think that's probably it. Thank you guys for, let me go to our...
go to the...
so you can stop looking at the raviolis.
Yes, nobody wants to see that very sad, crime scene over there.
Yeah, it's really gross.
That really is gross.
We hope you guys had fun with that. It was really neat for us to see this stuff, and I still think we could do move food stuff in the future someday.
Not these ever
Not
again.
these ever again.
Unless we're dying.
I also want to make clear we have absolute respect for the military. We don't seem like we're making fun of this at all. It's genuine tough job, and we're a bunch of dilettantes who are having fun with this stuff.
We're sorry that you ever have to eat this stuff.
Yes.
We should provide better for you.
Yes.
But pretty technological, futuristic. Anyway, we will see you next time. Next time around, we're going to be talking about the
Book club.
Next 2 chapters of Fleet Action. We'll be talking about the Skeksis Mark II, and we'll have some other surprises in there. So tune in next Thursday.
On or about 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm. You have any message for the folks, Hallie?
Don't eat MREs if you don't have to.
That's right.
And here's Clyde.
Hi, I'm Dr. Clyde Burrows from the Omnicron Institute. It's not every day Brian Blessed is the least crazy part of your future religion, but is there beer in space? Surprisingly, yes. NASA is officially dry, with small exceptions for religious purposes, like the wine Buzz Aldrin used to perform communion on the moon. But that didn't stop a commercial experiment from testing whether or not beer could be brewed in space in 1996. The beer was flown on a shuttle and then tested when it returned to Earth. The result? It was beer, but not as we know it. That's because carbonation doesn't form properly in microgravity. See you on the next exciting episode of All Wings Considered.